Are you kidding? It's too big.
Well, then overnight it by train.
By train, all the way across the country, overnight. Are you crazy?
No, pal, he's not crazy. The famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with WayPal delivery services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and WayPal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large, and we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and Way, pal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and Way, pal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and Way, pal, we are gonna do it.
Ask for us by name, overnight by train. Norfolk and Way, pal. Norfolk, Virginia.
Yay! It's the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Can never tell if he wants me to do it. I know. He always has to say something or make some kind of...
he doesn't want you to do it. He's just...
No, I just anticipated he'd have the wherewithal, the obviousness, the nature of the moment, he would do it.
Yeah, oh, okay, good.
All right.
You know what that sounds like? You have a little faith in me.
No, I'm disorganized and don't know what I'm doing.
There's Christy Lee at the Silag Insurance Company news desk. There's Pat Godwin. Hey, Josh. Jeff Oskey's in this morning. Hey, man. That's good news for Alsman. There's Ace Cosby. Hello. I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit behind over here. Sorry. That was a special request, and I'm trying to find out who that came from. Because there was some sad news yesterday. The brilliant guy that essentially invented FedEx passed away. I believe he was in his early 80s. Did you hear about this? And he was a college student, and he got the idea. He was also a pilot. Ended up being a combat pilot in Vietnam and a lot of stuff. But the one of the great stories about him is that he apparently took, in the early days of the company, went to Vegas with $5,000 because he had to make payroll and somehow turned it into $30,000, something like that.
Yeah, that's it. Play blackjack.
On blackjack?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, something like that. In any event, we had a special request to play that as kind of an honor. That's sort of a tribute to FedEx, the Norfolk and WayPal company. And by the way, the request was for the live version from West Virginia.
That won't be happening.
That's been scrubbed.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that one we will not play. Okay, here we go. That's for Stephen was kind enough to request that. And Stephen is an attorney, so he should know better than to ask for that. That was in honor of a guy named Fred Smith, who was apparently a great guy. And he started FedEx, and
Do you think he got the idea when he was in Vietnam and he was about to go up? He was a pilot, and somebody said, "Hey, would you mind you mind dropping this box off when you get there?" And he went, "Hey, you know what? I can make a business."
I'm not sure when he got the idea, but yeah, they did. The family dropped his body off at the door of the funeral home, and apparently. They'll handle it from there.
They need a sign. Yeah, they definitely make it.
Well, the first time they left a note saying, "We stopped by.
Sorry, we missed you.
We missed you." Okay, that's another one of our letters. We'll get to that. Well, hello, everybody. This is the Discombobulated Show. Chick is sick today, so we've shuffled things around a little bit. I am going to be a little bit off today. I've got a new keyboard over here.
Oh, God. What happened to your old one?
Oh, it's let's see. It's right here.
Why'd you get a new one?
Because this is kind of complicated. They don't make a big print wired keyboard. I like to have the big print.
Right.
Because I'm a baby and I type with two fingers. But the wireless ones, they have like a delay on them. If you don't touch them for
Right?
30 seconds, so if I'm on the air and I have to find something quickly and I start typing, it doesn't go for. So this is a wired one, but it's a hair smaller, so the things are closer. So it's really throwing me off.
And is it small print?
No. I bought the letters you glue on.
Oh, okay.
It was small print. I came in yesterday and he had what do you call them?
Tweezers.
Tweezers, and it was like he was making a ransom note. He was placing each one individually on me. And
You put those little letters all over.
Let me ask you, was that kind of cathartic?
Yeah. It reminded me.
Smile on his face.
It reminded me in my top 10 movie scenes of all time. One of them is the Toy Story scene where the old man fixes the doll.
Yeah?
God, I just love that. Where it just the focus and the concentration and the skill. It reminds me of a Hemingway short story, but that would be far too pretentious to mention right now. Although it's it's not really beneath me to do so.
You just did.
Yeah.
In any event, so I'm going to be a little discombobulated because these keys are a little too close. They're closer. So this experiment may fail. Sorry. We'll see what happens. But we have some letters we have to get to. But before we do, I know, Christy.
I'm in mourning.
I saw
putting makeup on. I'm wearing black.
I saw this yesterday, and one of Christy's favorites, and apparently a guy that was a really good guy, has passed away. Bobby Sherman. The
Easy come, easy go.
Oh, Pat.
What?
teen idol.
No, that was the right thing to say, Pat.
He was,
That was my favorite song, too.
I love that song.
Yeah.
He was 82. I believe.
81. He would have been 82. July 22nd is his birthday. Not that I knew that.
Was he your first crush?
Pretty much,
One of?
yeah.
Poster?
Here Come the Brides. You remember that
sure,
show?
yeah.
Oh, he was adorable in that. Yes, Tiger Beat, pictures all over my wall. Yes, and then he heard us talking about that once.
What?
Yes, and he sent me a photograph, a signed photograph, which
A
I had.
nude?
No, it wasn't nude. It was just a headshot.
You didn't see Sherman's tank?
No. He left Hollywood, left singing, and became an EMT. And then he actually was teaching for the LAPD at one point.
Wow.
Really good guy. He had a big heart and left showbiz behind and was married a long time to his wife. And
It was interesting.
boys
He was sort of doing very poppy bubble gum,
yeah.
sort of at the height of album rock.
So he wasn't in your sphere. I get that, but
Yeah.
I'm a little younger than you, quite a bit.
He wasn't out there doing Four Dead in Ohio. He was.
Julie.
He was doing this.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about it.
A lot of horns. Sounds like a game show theme. Very happy.
What?
You like this, Pat?
I do. I always did.
I was number
Great melody.
one. Easy come, easy go.
You get the idea.
Ah, he was so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not try to make people happy, huh?
He did. He
I know,
made
I
a
know.
lot of
Yeah,
girls. He
it's-
made a lot of girls happy.
It's great.
Great hair.
Great.
He did have
hair.
The best. Yeah, he and David Cassidy. Pretty cool.
Yeah. David Cassidy was right up there too.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Bobby
good hair.
Sherman was on top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me.
I think,
For me.
And I think Bobby Sherman had a much better life.
If they had been,
Oh yeah.
David Cassidy was kind of
Got a
a
little
kind of a mess. And
I'm surprised there wasn't a celebrity fight with when Fox would do those things or
Right.
Oh, the old teen idol fight.
between Bobby Sherman and David Cassidy.
well, if there was a sobriety
Sure
check,
Yeah.
I'll take Christie's friend
about
over
Lee
Mr.
Garrett? No.
Mr. Cassidy. Yeah, a lot of those guys don't survive, and he was good friends with. Oh gosh, what's the guy's name from another younger actor from Dave Couillet's buddy, I think. Was that who?
Stamos or
Yeah, Stamos.
Oh yeah, John Stamos. In fact, John Stamos posted something very nice on Instagram about it.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to just start this show with obituaries.
We
every
did 2
day.
days in a row now.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
yesterday, the super sad news about Mick Ralphs. Again, a
I
great.
didn't know who Mick Ralphs was.
Well, I could play 5 songs, you'd immediately know who they were.
Well, yeah.
Bad Company.
Sure, of course.
He was Paul Rogers from Bad Company's songwriting partner and great guitar player, and he will be sadly inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now, but he is deceased, obviously. Bad Company should have been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 30 years ago, but they had to let in Patti Smith, who's had no hits that she's ever written. Sorry. Right now, I want to tell you the best way to listen to Bobby Sherman or Bad Company or this show is with Raycon earbuds. We've been talking about them for a long time, and maybe it's time to make your move. If it's hot where you are, you're on Earth right now, at least in this hemisphere. Very hot. A good time to go for some nice leisurely walks with the dogs, short walks. And make sure the pavement's not too hot on their little paws. The Raycon earbuds are what always accompany me on my walks. Here's something interesting. 32-hour battery life with Raycon earbuds. Also, they're designed so they won't fall out of your ears. They have a bunch of colors, if that matters to you. Vibrant colors, actually, royal blue, forest green. I have the white ones. I'm old school.
Okay.
But get whatever you want. But the best thing about the Raycon earbuds is sonically they're great. And financially, they're, how do I say this? Financially, they're substantially less when it comes to the gross national product that you're going to have to spend on them because they're a great bargain. And they've got their 30-day happiness guarantee. What have you got to lose here? Nothing. The Raycon earbuds, they fit better, they sound better, and they're a lot cheaper. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That'll knock 15% off your Raycon earbuds. They've got a whole bunch of stuff on sale. So go to the website, peruse it a little bit. I'm a big fan, by the way, of the over-the-head headphones. Whenever I travel with my girls, they have those on. They'll sit in the back seat of the car or on the airplane, and they'll be calm and doing something on their own and leaving Dad alone. Just the way I like it. Raycon, that should be called the Peace of Mind Company. Buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. I've got a interesting question I want to answer here. A guy has written in, Pat, can you think of a band whose first hit was a cover followed by other songs that they wrote themselves? I've got two right away. But we'll find out if you can answer that question and many more things coming up in the news, including a world record or two and the reboot of a classic television show and another a really odd story. Chrissy, do you have any allergies?
Yeah. Seasonal. I don't have I think.
Well, like pepper and garlic and stuff.
Yeah.
Glad you said seasonal because this article is about an allergy to human semen.
I've heard about that. It's a serious thing for some ladies.
Yeah, well, we'll find out about that.
Seminal allergies.
Yes.
Actually, it's also for some guys. But we'll find out about
That's why I don't drink.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a song so girls don't get anorexia.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, I wanna be a plus-sized model, the kind that can't run very far. Dee-dee-dee-dee. 'Cause if I could only be a plus-sized model, I know I'd be a big, big star. Please feed me. So some people get sensitive about it, but don't, because the beautiful women are the big women.
I agree.
And I gained some weight, then I couldn't afford to keep it. Here we go, and I want a carbo load without having to exercise. I don't want to worry if the fat goes to my thighs. I want to wear a plus-size brassiere for room. I want to eat chips and wash them down with beer. Well, I've got a plus-size dream, but I'm plus-sized. Ornery for the best job in the world goes to the bigger girls than me. They're all sluts.
Bob Biggerstaff. Are there a lot of Biggerstaffs?
Biggerstaff is my last name.
Yeah. It's a German name. It means probably going home alone tonight.
Do you get the porn jokes with that one?
Always.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Is your middle name looking for a?
Oh, you know what? I was doing...
Looking for a, that
Bob
looking for a bigger staff.
Or wish you had a.
That wouldn't be good.
I wish
I got it.
Wish I had a.
Get this. I'm doing a show a couple weeks ago. Girl comes up to me after the show. She's like,
wow.
Yeah, hot chick. Amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Play along.
Yeah. Then what happened?
She's like, bigger staff. She goes, that's my last name too. And she shows me her license. Right? She's like, we've got to be related. She's like, we're gonna party tonight.
Oh yeah.
And one of the other comedians is like, hey man, I think you got a shot with her. I'm like,
You're long lost.
I don't know. You know, when the conversation starts with "we've got to be related," probably not going to end with me having sex with her.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to try.
Sure. Yeah, because you're a guy.
Sure.
Right.
I know how these things end.
Yeah, I know.
Stay positive.
Yeah, first cousin or not.
Yeah.
that's
I'm
a
going for
myth.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Roy Wood Jr., you are a junior, obviously.
Yes.
When you went into showbiz in the beginning, you had the option of going with Roy Wood or going with the Roy Wood Jr.
I started in '98, and that was like the back end of the Def Jam boom and the comic view boom for black comedy. So every black comic was named after food or their name was a verb. Give it up for tripping.
Tripping?
Tripping. You know, he be tripping.
If I trip, then I'm tripping.
Give it up for Slappy. I didn't want to be that.
Wow. I'm not.
Slappy Wood Jr.
I often give it up for Slappy.
Come on, Slappy Wood.
And I mean,
Slappy Wood.
Yes. So all those.
Speaking of porn names.
I don't know. I'm just getting old. I'm not doing this gracefully. I hate technology. I hate any kind of change. Have you seen this commercial for a car where they say the car can actually anticipate when you're going to have a wreck? The car can predict when you're. I guess they got some kind of computer on board.
Right.
I thought, if that was really true, as soon as I hand the keys to my son, the damn airbags would go off. You know what I mean? But it's not all this technology. Like I'm sure you guys probably have this. I just don't understand it. This like MySpace and Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Twitter.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept. Can you imagine being in a mall and going up to a complete stranger and going, "Psst, could I be your friend?" Denied. You be denied bail. That should be denied. And young people out there, I'm not saying I'm right. I know this is old man cranky talk. I really do. But I just don't understand. I see all these young college kids getting tattoos with like Chinese characters on their arm.
Yeah.
You think there's college kids in China getting "Get her done" tattooed on their arms? I find that unlikely, don't you?
That's very possible.
Now, this you don't have to be old or cranky for this to make you mad, but this is making me nuts. Have you noticed how lately when you call these tech support things, in my case, I was calling my credit card, but one of these 1-800 things, we know this has been outsourced for a while, but
sure.
Remember in the beginning how they try to pretend like they're American?
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that? They'd say, "Well, my name is Sean." You go, "Yeah, how's the weather in Calcutta today, Sean?" But now they don't even care. Have you noticed that? I'm serious. I called the other day, and the guy just told me his an Indian name, and when they put me on hold, they're playing Ravi Shankar. They didn't bother to hide it at all, and I was getting so frustrated because I wasn't getting anything done. I kept saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Please, excuse me." Could repeat that. And here's what I want you guys to do. It was a lot of fun for me. Maybe we'll start a movement. I started mumbling on purpose like Boomhauer from King of the Hill or Gabby Hayes. I started going, "Yeah, they damn well some make up a thing in there, put someone down on him." He goes, "Excuse me, what?" I said, "Yeah, how do you like it up, Boom? Huh?
Yeah.
Try that on for size."
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee's here.
Hey,
Pat
Josh.
Godwin's having some coffee. Jeff Oskay's across the way. Ace Cosby's there. Hello. Oh, with an I don't know that I've seen the upside down Raiders hat.
A gift from Chick.
Very nice. I am.
Can you stand on your head?
I'm Josh
And
Arnold.
you?
There's Tom. And
No, I'm not
you have an upside down
I'm not allowed to.
It drives people nuts.
I mean, it was a big
Why is
thing
that
for a
upside down? How come it's upside down? Well, that way when I flip my car, people will know who my favorite team is. That's why it's upside down. Get away from me.
Always.
Because when I look in the mirror, it's backwards and upside down. Well, welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. Great to be here. We've been talking about nicknames quite a bit. Ace, obviously, that's your nickname, Ace. Mr. Oskey, do you have a nickname?
Growing up, it was Jeffro Lady Jackson.
Yeah, it was.
Jeffro?
Jeffro Lady
Jethro.
Jackson.
Why?
Which then got shortened to because I had a big fro my whole life.
Oh, that's great.
I couldn't figure out how to manage my hair at 7 years old, so it was
Jeffro is great.
Yeah.
Now, Pat Godwin, obviously Patty G.
Gee, yeah.
And then Christy, your nickname is Christy. Let's see. Josh, any
I had one,
nicknames?
but I
Yeah,
can't
in high
tell.
school, it was Blarney for a while.
Blarney.
Started with Arnold, and then Arnie, and then Blarney. That's how it just evolved. Or devolved, depending on how you look at it.
Well, we've been talking about various nicknames. I think this is because of the Appalachian Trail, and you are given a nickname based on something you do. You don't make your own up.
I was given a nickname by a fake fraternity that a friend of ours has.
Right.
I'm Sister Globes. Because I do the news around the world. Yes.
Yeah, well, just don't tell that to HR. That was a non-work related fraternity.
Well,
Did you have a nickname, Tom?
Not really.
Aren't you Butch?
Both my brothers were Grizz. I was to a couple people, but my sister called me Butch, and one of my brothers calls me that. My other brother calls me Dude sometimes. It's
Dude?
very, very common.
Maybe he's forgotten your name.
It's perfectly possible. Got a nice letter here. This is from Ed. He writes, we hired a kid last summer. He was just about to go off to school. He was a couple weeks into it, and the conversation came up about nicknames. He said his nickname was Food Stamp. I said, why? He goes, well, he's never had a job and never has any money. By the way, he's probably out there for hire right now. This kid couldn't even run a broom.
Ooh.
So thank you very much, Food Stamp.
Brad says, in our group of friends, my buddy married a woman that none of us liked. She was condescending, lied all the time, incredibly ungrateful, especially to my wife who planned her entire wedding.
Oh.
She was always drinking Pepsi. So our group came up with a fun nickname for her, Stupid Bitch.
Very good.
That's very nice, Brad.
Yeah, I like the origin
like
story.
that
It really adds a lot to it. The detail about her favorite beverage. Dear Bob and Tom Show, I was watching some of your YouTube streams the other night. I work as a night auditor at a local hotel. By the way, that's got to be the source of some great stories.
It does.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Yeah, I worked at a hotel as a bellboy for a summer.
Ever overnights?
I never had the night. Wait, I did have the night shift once, but it was only till 11.
Yeah, because you had
I didn't have
laws, I think.
Yeah, you may not have been
old enough.
I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And that's the famous story about the regular. We had the bellboys. We had a little closet, and on the top shelf behind the buckets, that's where Eddie Sincere kept his booze. And you've heard the story, right? I got a call. I got a call up to the room, and this guy. I go, "Yes, sir." And this guy goes, "Can you give me a woman?" I went, what? Well, and then I said, "Oh, we don't have that service here, sir." Well, last time I was here, I got a woman. Who'd you talk to? And he goes, "Oh, I talked to this black dude." Oh, that was Eddie Sincere. I'll send him up here when he. Apparently, Eddie had a little side gig going.
Was he like head bellman, or was he
older guy?
Kind of a concierge?
He was kind of a janitor / bellman.
Okay.
All around guy at the Holiday Inn.
Nice.
Stanman Crothers like?
That's kind of how I picture him.
To me, that's how I remembered him. Great guy.
But a hell of a name. One of the greats of all time.
Yeah, I've always wondered if that was his real name or if that was like a stage name. Can you have a stage name as a janitor and bellboy at a Holiday Inn?
If you're corralling whores.
You just a little side gig. It's okay.
I'm not judging.
He goes, I'm sorry, let's get back to the letter from Brian in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. He said, Tom asked, what would the item be that would most upset you if KFC ran out of it? At one point, someone said, chicken.
Yeah.
Tom, I believe it was you.
He goes, I laugh because we lost our KFC in my hometown 15 years ago. Several years later, a new one opened at a new location. The restaurant underestimated the excitement. There were several times in the first 2 weeks of opening that our KFC ran out of chicken.
Wow.
And that just is no good.
Don't you? What chicken place do you normally go to, Josh?
Big fan of Popeyes. I like.
that's
I like the Popeyes.
Never had Popeyes.
And their red beans and rice.
What do they have there?
Oh, yeah. They typically have fried chicken, and we out of that.
Almost got in the way.
I've been to that location. Yeah.
I love that. That's so true.
Hello. If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm aware of this, but I'll repeat it. This is Mike from Medford, Oregon writes, Edwin McCain sings alongside Lee Brice and David Tolliver on the tribute song, Mr. Miyagi.
You're right.
Which Edwin played for us when he was here last time.
He sent me the version of it, the final version, the produced version. It's terrific.
Yeah, it's almost too good.
Yeah.
You know, it's very good. And yet it goes by you that is a joke. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah, and it's referencing Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, from the Karate Kid.
Yeah. By the way, P.S. closed circuit message to Josh Arnold.
Hello.
If you're ever in Southern Oregon, I have a private 35-acre bass pond.
No kidding. 35 acres.
Ah,
sounds good.
Thank you very much, Mike.
And that's Bigfoot country.
Yeah, it is. You could double.
Boy, what if you
double
saw
dip?
Bigfoot sipping out of the pond?
What if you saw him bass fishing?
And he had
throwing Bigfoot.
Throw that one back in, Harry.
I'm using my hand.
What do you tie there? A polymer? All right.
Trevor had asked for our opening piece this morning in honor of the passing of Frederick Wallace Smith, the founder of FedEx, who was apparently a great American, great guy. And we played a little bit of Norfolk and Waypal for you this morning, a little tribute to getting packages across the country in a fast manner. Also, okay, here's the question I asked earlier. This is from Brian, who claims to have had his letters read on this show 22 times.
Wow.
He said that doesn't even count the letters to Alli, Breen, or the episodes of Bob Zaney's Fix the Joke. So he goes, a coworker and I had an argument the other day.
That you weren't working? That you were spending way too much work time writing a radio show?
Brian from Millsboro, Delaware, continues, I contend there's never been a band whose first big hit was a cover who then successfully made it to a second album and a career.
Oh, okay. So he's saying that it's happened plenty of times, but who has
Van Halen,
parlayed that into a good career?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, Van Halen's
Did they come out of the gate
first
with a cover?
Yeah, with
Ace
a Kink
might know better
with a
than me.
Kink song.
Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot did?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
right.
Quiet Riot, you could argue they really didn't have a career. They have no other hits. What other hits did they have besides the cover of "Come On and Feel the Noise"?
Mental Health.
Yeah.
Never heard it.
Bang your head.
Bang
Okay.
your head.
Those definitely got played, but
I would say you could start with the Beatles.
A lot of 60s bands started out with a cover.
But they didn't start. I mean, they did play covers at the beginning, but their hits were.
Wasn't their first hit "Twist and Shout"?
That was a hit later on, but I Want to Hold Your Hand would have been the first hit out of the gate.
How about the Stones? Wasn't the Stones' first hit a Beatles song?
I Want to Be Your Man, yeah. Yeah. That was a Beatles song.
And then, and Elvis, did he? Well, I guess he didn't really write it. I know. Joe Cocker.
You're So Beautiful?
Joe Cocker's first hit was
Help
Dave
from My
Mason's
Friends? Traffic song. Feeling All Right, right?
Oh.
I was going to say with Little Help from My Friends.
That's what I said, yeah.
And yeah, but it's a fun question.
I didn't know that was a cover for many years, that Joe Cocker song. I thought that was his.
I'm a huge fan of bands doing covers.
yeah, some are fantastic.
I just
Foo
love
Fighters nail every cover they do.
Boy, do they.
Some are just awesome. I think that Van Halen cover of
the Kink song?
yeah,
That's
is
brilliant.
just awesome.
That's powerful.
Yeah, that is terrific.
So you really got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great
And
song.
I love the original.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great song anyway.
They just nail it.
The
Those
guitar
sound.
and that. Thank you. Yes.
And
Man.
the Kinks writing, Ray Davies, is incredible. If you've never listened to any of the Kinks, they're absolutely terrific. I don't think they can really tour anymore because I believe they're the original Oasis brothers.
They're back as friends now. There's pictures of them together having coffee
good.
and having a beer.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Last month.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
They're both. We've actually talked to both of them separately. But I highly recommend if you've never been into the Kinks, give them a listen. Thanks for the letter, Brian. I guess now you're 23 letters of yours aired on this
All
program.
right, Brian.
Okay.
You might be a leader in that department.
Yeah, who knows? We get all kinds of anonymous letters. Anybody else got letters, or am I the only one? Okay.
What do we got here?
I have a letter, but I was going to save it for Java House because it's love for Java House.
Hey, gents and Christy. My best friend used to date a girl with 6 toes. Her nickname was E.T. Extra toe.
Very nice.
You could almost get away with that one without her knowing. But here comes old E.T., and if she heard it, she really wouldn't know.
Were her friends lacto tolerant?
I don't.
No, you see, she had an extra toe.
Well, maybe.
So they'd be lacto. Not really worth pursuing, is it? There's some jokes you just don't want to fix.
This is from Chris in Lexington, Kentucky. We've been talking about alarm clocks and how some are real bright and you don't want them on because he took his to a window tinting place and had them tint the front of his alarm
That really
clock.
sounds like something Tom might try.
I know, right?
That is brilliant.
Why don't you just buy a new alarm clock?
He said he can still read it, but it's not annoying now.
All right.
Well, all right. Fair
Okay,
enough, Chris.
Now, yesterday we had the letter from the guy. Here it is. This kid we knew had 6 toes on 1 foot. His
Right.
last name was Rose. Because it rhymed, he became 6 Toes Rose, which eventually morphed into Sixto. Sixto. Yeah, Sixto is a great nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Sixto.
You think it's Cisco Kid.
Yeah, which leads to that great song.
Was it War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Was a
here we go.
friend of mine.
Wah, 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 wah. That's what you want to do there out loud every time you hear that song. If you want to reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We would love to hear from you. What's coming up in sports?
I have a letter here. Do we have time for that?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Hello, my favorite morning crew. Nice to meet you. A few weeks back, you were talking about a strip club in Lincoln, Nebraska that served lunch and was a concert and comedy venue in the evening.
Christy, you've done this place?
Yeah, with the band. Yeah.
This was the Royal Grove. I used to be a bouncer there, and let me tell you, it brought a new meaning to Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah, we did a Bob and Tom comedy show at that place in Lincoln, Nebraska. The one that I was on stage was not there. That was in
Peoria.
Peoria. Yeah, Big Al's.
No,
That's the time I found hundreds of dollars on the bathroom floor. Did I tell you this story?
That belonged to
At
Brandy.
Big Al's. Yeah. And I walked out. I mean, there was money. Like somebody had dropped like a lot of money. And
They
I
had dropped a wad of cash.
Yeah, and I scooped it up and I went out to Big Al's girlfriend or wife or whatever she was. And I go, I found this in the bathroom. What do we do? And she goes, don't tell anyone, first of all. Do you know how they'll be fighting over that?
Yeah.
That was mine. No, that was
Oh,
mine. She
wow.
goes, I'll take it and then I'll just spread it out for everybody at the end of the night.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, yeah, found money at a strip club is yours. That's,
It wasn't the first time someone had shot their wad at a strip club, if you will.
It was quite a bit of
literally. Coming up, we have. I don't think we have any stripping news or naked news today.
Yeah, we do.
good.
We do.
Taiwan. Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, and then we have the question: are you allergic to semen? I didn't realize this was a thing, but it exists. Also, we've often talked about this. We finally have an actual story about it. I've always wondered what they find when the snow melts at ski resorts below the chairlift.
Oh, yeah.
We got a little bit of an inventory coming out of Colorado about some of the stuff they find. Not a lot of surprises, but there certainly are a couple. Right now, I want to say hi to our friends at Java House. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by Java House. Christy's waving her letter.
Yes, this is from Robin Louisville. Finally got my Java House. Love it, hot and over ice, but you really need to try it over ice cream, which we did last week.
It's
and
amazing.
It was
That
wonderful.
was a great tip this time of year, especially with the heat everywhere. Java House is the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show and the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. In fact, just before the show started, I was in there, and I don't know if you know, we only have 3 Arctic Freeze hydration drinks left. We started with several cases because we keep drinking it. It's great. And this time of year, again, hydration, very important. I'll say parenthetically, don't forget your dogs and cats out there, folks. Very hot in lots of spots right now. Java House. Now, the beauty of Java House, it's peel and pour. You don't have to go through all the rigmarole using a Keurig machine, especially if you like iced coffee, which I've just started getting into. And I like just a little bit of Java House coffee. You add the water, then add a touch of cream, real cream from the great American dairy farmers out there. Java House, it's not just coffee, but it's all peel and pour. Here's one right here. It looks like a Keurig cup, but it's a little bit bigger, but this does not go in a machine. You peel this little top right off. And by the way, these are very, what's the word, eco-friendly, biodegradable, whatever the word is. And Java House, you pour it and you add your water, et cetera, et cetera. Green teas, they have cold brew tea. They've got cold brew coffee, black tea, all kinds of great stuff. Energy drinks, lattes, cold brew, Sumatran, decaf, you name it. It's all there at Java House. So revolutionize the office coffee room at Java House. And by the way, while this, I think we've just a few more days of this, get started at Java House by going to javahouse.com. Use the so-called promo code Bob and Tom, BOBANDTOM, one big long word. Get 25% off your order. And this offer is about to expire, so I would do this today if you get a chance. They also have a special offer to come visit your office and give you a demo. So that's all posted at the Java House website, javahouse.com. Coming up, we have Sexy Time. We also have Sexy Dancers, NFL news, and one of my least favorite things is back in the news, cursive writing.
Yeah, I saw this last night. I immediately
We'll waste a little bit of your time with that. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. Just before we went back to air,
we were talking with Theo.
Theo threw a new word at me, and
a new phrase.
I'm not aware of this. There is something out there called the Lucky Pierre, which, well, Theo, you didn't really give me much information, but go ahead, flesh this out for me, literally.
It's something that I've heard that the kids are doing. It's
the kids would be you.
Yeah, you're a kid, huh?
Yeah, well, in this story, I'm not the kid in this one. It's if there's a threesome going on, which I enjoy.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Now, threesome. So threesome would be, say, you and two ladies.
Yeah, me and two ladies.
Yeah.
However, if it's three fellas, then I've heard the term.
What?
Yeah, there's a thing. It's they used to call it the train back in the 70s, but
three guys.
If it's three guys
and no ladies,
and they call the guy in the middle the Lucky Pierre.
Do they now? I don't see that all being all that lucky.
Lucky
or the manata. That's what I've heard it called as well.
There you go.
Oh man,
the manata.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
We have time for another song, Java. What do you have in mind?
Well, I don't know
in honor of Christy Lee because we love a lady with gusto.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, sometimes people take love to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a title song for one of our free EPs this year. It's called Pull It Off.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
What's right is right. She was shining in the spotlight, achieving a height that no one would dare. She breaks with convention, the mother of invention. This is the night she's taking you there. If anybody can, she can pull it off without even trying. She will turn you on. Using the magic, she's twisting the fabric inside out. If anybody can, she can pull it off. What's wrong is right. She gives it its own light. Paris, New York, London, LA. She brings it all back. A sensual attack. Whatever it is, that girl's got it made. If anybody can, she can pull it off without even trying. She will turn you on and on. Using the magic, she's twisting the fabric inside out. Anybody can, she can pull it off. If anybody can, she can pull it off without even trying. She can turn you on and on, yeah. Using the magic, she's twisting the fabric inside out. If anybody can, she can pull it off. If anybody can, she can pull it off, pull it off. If anybody can, she can pull it off. If anybody can, she can pull it off. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here come the mummies.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show live from O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskey's here this morning. Ace Cosby's there. I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom.
Thank you very much. Okay, this next letter, I was debating whether or not I should read this.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
But then the more I thought about it, I think I have to read it.
Is it divisive? Is it incendiary?
Will it cause controversy?
It might.
Controversy?
Saying controversy is
I love that.
Causes controversy. Douchebaggery, I believe, is the. Okay, here we go. This is from Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Jessica, kind enough to write. I was listening to your show yesterday morning. You were talking about chickens. We do a lot of chicken talk on this show.
Yeah, there are a lot of chickens out there.
Yeah, we need to appeal to them.
We'd like to say hello to all the chickens out there.
Thank you for listening.
Both hens and cocks.
Yes,
Is there a morning show called Hens and Cocks? Oh, wait a minute. Well, there's
tea bag.
We have a letter here from Cheap Cheap. He says he listened when his father cock would take him to school. He listened then and he listens now. Thank you, Cheap Cheap.
Jessica writes, I was walking my dog. I stopped with my neighbor to chat. They had 4 free-range chickens walking around. My dog, of course, zeroed in on the chickens, as a dog might.
Violently slow.
He was on a leash, so I figured nothing's going to happen.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
One of her chickens was brave enough, Breen, or dumb enough, strutted right in front of my dog.
Hey, how you doing?
He jumped toward it, one paw landing on his head, breaking its neck.
Oh,
immediately.
Man.
That's a pretty big dog.
I was embarrassed. I felt bad. Of course, offered to replace the chicken. The neighbor assured me that it was okay. No replacement chicken was required.
The neighbor yelled to his wife, take the pizza out of the oven. We're having something else tonight.
Well, now, then, Jessica, you must have read her mind. Jessica writes, the next day I decided I should do something to offer my condolence and apologies about the dead chicken, so I went to KFC and bought a bucket of chicken, placed it on their front porch with a note said, sorry about your chicken, have this one on me.
That almost seems cruel.
That does seem cruel.
Well, listen to this. They've stopped speaking to me.
Yeah. They thought you were being a smart ass.
Apparently, I misread the situation.
Oh, my gosh.
I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, you want to kind of try to make light of it, but it must have been maybe
buying a baby chick would have been or something.
I don't know. Maybe they were relieved to get rid of one of the chickens.
Obviously not.
Probably an original recipe, and they got them crispy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Boy, that's
always
divisive,
that.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that
I'm extra crispy all
Quite a
the way.
controversy.
Really?
I'm with you, Chris.
Yes.
Really?
Extra crispy.
Why don't you guys get together and leave?
I don't mind a mixed bucket.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the children.
That is an insane thing.
We're cruising right along.
So you're a regular all the way, huh?
Speaking of control.
Yes, original. That's me, the OG. Now, Mr. Oskey as the only one here that has vast experiences with chickens. What did that end up costing you in the long run? When you built, did you build a chicken coop?
We built a coop. We got the chicken wire. Which I thought that was like an expression. I didn't.
There's really chicken wire.
Yeah, like it's 4 chickens. I thought like that was just like, but you put that around your cage. I don't know. I was somehow $7,000 into my.
Oh,
no kidding!
Wow. Yeah.
How many chickens did you have?
I had 12 at one time.
And then how many eggs would they yield?
Like 12 a day.
12 eggs a day.
Yeah, you get an egg hen a day. Which, I mean, 12 a day was a lot. We finally, once my cholesterol got to like around 14,000, I had to cut back on the eggs.
I think, didn't they decide there's no connection between eating eggs and cholesterol?
Yeah. That was just a joke.
It doesn't negate the humor, though.
No, the humor was excellent. I'm just trying to help our egg farmers out there.
But the thing is, like I said before, I had to kill one of our chickens one time. I didn't want to, but like it had gotten half eaten. And so
that's rough.
But it's hard to snap a chicken's neck. Like I was trying with a shovel. So that must have been a pretty big dog.
Oh.
That could like
You should start off on
smash the
drifters.
neck.
Snap their necks first, and then go to the chickens.
Then the chickens.
Is that what you do?
They seem real easy. It's not as sexually gratifying.
Did you? Did the raccoons or the coyotes get your chickens?
We had a hawk pick one up and carry it like 200 feet in the air and drop it. It killed it that way, and then it flew down and ate it.
Oh,
and
man.
then raccoons, coyotes. I think a mink got one.
What?
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There are a lot of mink out there. You don't.
everything that eats was coming to my buffet. Like I was just doing the whole neighborhood.
Now, was this your idea or was this your lady friend's idea?
It was my idea.
Not a bad idea, man. Like,
Yeah.
And you were up kind of before the craze.
And my kids loved it. That was the problem was the kids loved them. They named them all.
Yeah, that's tough.
And
That's
so, you know, it's like, oh,
Can you-
Daenerys got...
Who?
Daenerys.
Daenerys was one of your chickens?
Yeah, Daenerys.
Is that some sci-fi thing?
It's Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the leaders of that.
Now, can you eat those chickens?
We didn't.
But I mean, can you?
Yeah. Yeah. But we had like a bunch of different kinds. So we had like blue eggs and red eggs and brown eggs and white eggs. And
Yeah, he used to bring some in. Don't you remember?
They
that?
were awesome.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Really were delicious.
Really
and-
orange
So
yolk.
is that based on the type of chicken, the color of the egg?
Yeah.
I only get the brown ones when I go to the grocery store.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm so used to doing that. I told you this like an idiot. I went and got eggs to dye for Easter, and I brought them home, and they were those brown ones. You know, I'm a man with habits.
Those are called eggs to die for.
Did you try dyeing them anyway?
No. I
turn
just
out?
gave up.
All right.
Josh, a few years ago, gave me this really cool machine. And it's you put an egg on it and it spins it, and you take crayon kind of things and you can make colors and. But it's kind of out of season. The kids weren't really doing it this week.
No.
Yeah.
But there was. But thank you, Josh,
Sure.
for that.
You
for
could
that
still
great
do
thing.
it. It'd be a nice craft for a summer day.
But a lot of people get the chickens to save money on the eggs, but by the time you have to buy feed for them, you have to buy heaters, you got to buy lamps. My eggs were coming in right around $320 a dozen after all the expenses, which was a little bit higher than the farmer's.
And
market.
there are places out there where you can lease the chicken coop.
Yeah.
And then they'll sell you the feed and everything. They take away a little bit of the.
They also
troubles.
don't tell you there's a ton of chicken poop that you have to deal with, like a lot. And if you free range them, they will destroy your yard, your flower beds, everything.
How much? Just so an average chicken coop is how much?
$500-600.
What an average chicken sedan?
It's a little chicken coop. You don't know what it costs.
It depends. It depends if you want the roll bar and the rag top.
I walked right into that. I hate you.
Yeah,
so
no.
That's the second walk into joke we've had this morning. Both of them excellent, by the way. Coming up, we will get to some more letters. Once again, you can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com. We love hearing from you. I don't know why there's so much chicken news lately, but
they are delicious.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. That's the main part of my diet.
Chicken?
Yeah, good.
Eggs and chicken.
Some lean protein.
Sometimes together. Which I know that there's a famous.
Eggs and chicken. What? Chicken omelets, or what are you doing?
Yeah, chicken omelets.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'll have leftover chicken, cut it up the next day, throw in some eggs.
Well, that's a Jimmy Shooter bit.
I know, yeah. It's a lot of chicken, but it's absolutely delightful. Now, many things are coming up today, including, are you allergic to semen? Well, it's a thing out there. I'd never heard of it, but it's out there. We're going to find out exactly what that means. Among other things, from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, this remains the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check out this bad boy. See, I've got some Velcro here that I can put it right on my tap-out cap. Keep it right here on the side. Nobody would ever notice. They'll just think it's like a pacemaker or inhaler. Plus, I've got full coverage connected right here to my pager. So between these two things, I'm basically like a Navy SEAL or a coal miner. Except now my head's above water. Check this out. Hey, Chloe, I'm Donnie Baker with the Bob and Tom Show. I'm one of the sound guys. I need to put one of these lavender microphones on you just to make sure we can. You should run this anywhere you want to. I'm a big fan of 24. Hey, is Martin Sheen's son really full-blooded Cherokee, or is that just a rumor or bourbon legend? Is that? Here, maybe we should go this end first.
Hey,
yeah, it's a lavender microphone. It's just
What the hell are you doing?
I'm putting a lavender. Oh,
You've got a restraining order. You're not even supposed to be.
That's a different permit. That's a different. I'll be right back in a second. That's a different.
He doesn't work.
I was that close.
Get.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Do you wear a thong, Miss Pat?
Is you out your damn mind? I have a hard time wiping. What am I gonna put a string back there for? Oh, God. You know what I did just discover? I just discovered the moisture wipes. I had the diaper wipes for grown people.
Of course, I use the wipe. Yeah,
Oh.
they're incredible. It's like a shower in the middle of the day. Yeah,
Oh my God,
I know what you're
they're
talking about.
so much easier because you know how when you wipe it and the tissue gets stuck? None of that. Everything is smooth.
What the hell? I'm talking about wet wipes.
I'm talking
Tom.
about wet wipes. You use wet wipes?
On the baby's ass. I'm an adult. Sorry.
You should get them for the adults. They're great, Tom. I just discovered them. They're great for fat people.
You're getting a text. Well, anything else you'd like to share with us? Miss
I'm going home. I'm going to Goodwill.
Okay.
To shoplift.
All right.
Shoplifting at the Goodwill.
I'm out.
I'm out. Bye-bye.
It is a nice neighborhood, but you know we're on the backside of the South Pasadena, so we're close. So although it's nice, the crime starts just to the other side of us, and we had some police activity in our neighborhood not too long ago.
I see.
And obviously a little scary. I'm supposed to be the defender of the home. Currently with a vitamin D deficiency, it does take a little bit of the edge off your confidence.
Yeah.
Well, if someone breaks in your house, you know, when your first concern is not the burglar, but did he leave the front door open so a strong wind could snap you like peanut brittle?
Sure, I understand.
But a buddy of mine, someone broke into his house, and he did not react the way he thought he was going to. He did
What did he
not
do?
Well, what he did was he hid.
Oh,
really? And so now he got terrified. He wants to buy a gun to defend his home. And he's never used a gun before in his life. And I was trying to convince him. I said, you don't need a gun to defend you. If you're not a gun guy, what you need is a baseball bat.
Yeah.
The baseball bat is the perfect home defense weapon because any idiot can swing a baseball bat. Because you don't have to be baseball good. You just have to be pinata good is all you have to be.
That's right. That's right.
As a matter of fact, the more spastic and unstable you are, the deadlier you appear to the intruder.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. A gun in and of itself is a dangerous weapon. You could be handling a gun and accidentally shoot yourself, but no one has ever been cleaning a baseball bat and accidentally beat themselves to death.
True enough.
If that does happen, that's an acceptable loss. Let that man go.
Yes.
That's very true.
Now, in my fantasy of, defending the home is usually I'm kicking some serious butt, and then there's usually like a catchy phrase at the end. Tag it with something. Even if the guy's got his foot on my chest, I'll look up at him and say, well, I guess that was easier than even you anticipated.
James P. Connolly.
I think it'd be hard to learn the banjo by yourself.
Yeah,
I think that would be the only way to learn the banjo.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if.
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So I took his banjo.
The amazing. We need some sound, Nino. The amazing.
The Generac automatic standby generators. Visit the showroom at 96th and Hague on the north side, or give them a call, check out the website, et cetera, the Generator Super Center. I'm a big fan, and thank you very much for the power. We love it.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin's at the keyboard and guitar desk.
Hello.
Jess Hooker has joined us this morning.
Hi.
There's Jeff Oskey.
That's right.
Ace Cosby across the way. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold, and I've got the power. You guys remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
And there's Tom.
He has no idea what you're talking about.
Who did that one?
Who was that?
Was that CNC?
Is it CNC Music Factory?
No. I think so.
Might be.
The power. I don't remember.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, that's very good. I'm going to go off course a little bit here because I have a couple things planned. However, I've just been handed this new pen.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
We were involved in an event a couple days ago in which we had to sign these documents, and they gave me one of these pens to use, and I loved it so much we went on a hunt for it. And I took a photograph of the pen, but I obscured half the name so I couldn't find them. But you actually found them.
I found them.
And I've never heard of this brand, but it's a fine, ultra fine point permanent marker that doesn't smear. It's great, but the name I can't.
It's completely unpronounceable.
Yeah, it's really strange.
And I'm afraid to try to pronounce it because
it's like a Temu. It's like a name you would see on Temu.
It's
not real.
CONUSACNT.
Conusacant.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's phonetically.
Conusant?
Maybe. So that C would have to be silent.
Yeah.
But,
maybe. I wonder if it's just supposed to be letters that are read separately.
Boy, don't you love
like
when the C is silent?
US, because then it's USA in the middle, followed by CNT. Boy,
Dynamite.
USA CNT sounds like a very unusual Olympic sport. Well, ladies, you made the podium again.
Nice.
Now put your pants on.
I'm on the fence with these pens, Tom.
Why?
I don't like the feel. It doesn't have a good.
I like these.
It doesn't have good paper drag.
Oh,
these are my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Give them to me. I'll hang on to them.
Okay.
This is my new
I'm keeping
favorite.
it. But I like a smoother.
Like tip to paper doesn't feel
it's
right.
a little rough.
Okay.
I like the Uniball.
I like the Uniball too.
Lance Armstrong?
Big fan.
Do you suppose at the Uniball factory there's a picture of Lance Armstrong and other famous people that famously only have one testicle?
No in that,
Adolf Hitler.
In that relationship, who was more insufferable? Sheryl Crow or Lance Armstrong?
Oh,
Lance.
Yeah,
Lance.
I'm gonna go Lance.
But I have a soft spot for Cheryl.
Oh,
me too. I have a hard spot.
She's right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've completely lost my place. Oh, I know. We were talking with Mr. Oskey about his experiment with the chickens.
Yeah.
How long did you have the chickens?
2 or 3 years.
Okay, but eventually between the coyotes and the hawks and you said a mink ate one of your chickens.
Yeah.
And Pat, I found this story.
Chrissy was saying they're pretty wild. They're all out there all the time.
Yeah, just
real close to where we are right now.
Real close.
Bunch.
There's
a river right here.
There's a story here. Thousands of minks released. Holes cut in Pennsylvania fur farm fence. Then there's this one. 10,000 minks missing after vandalism at an Ohio farm.
Oh,
I see.
Van Wert County Sheriff Thomas Riggelbach said a break-in released an estimated 25,000 to 40,000 mink from their cages at Lion Farms.
Wrigglebox, you say?
Riggenbach is the guy's name.
Oh, that's much different than.
What did I say?
Wrigglebox, which is another name for a squirmer. Right?
Wrigglebox is that's the city where they make these pens. So our minks are notoriously really mean, right?
Yeah, nasty, right?
They're like a weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And were these being raised for coats?
Obviously.
Probably,
I
yeah.
assume 40,000 of them.
They make pretty cool.
Well, they're small. They take a lot of minks to make them.
I believe mink will kill just to kill.
Oh, they're psychopaths?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I've heard that too.
So apparently these animal rights activists allegedly released the minks from their cages, although my theory is that some of the minks were stole. Thank you.
Fine.
Christy, do you own a stole?
No.
I have a question. I have a question. I've heard
I have a cape.
I have heard of a mink stole, ergo the joke, but how do you spell that?
S-T-O-L-E.
S-T-O-L-E.
You do, as in stolen? So
Yeah.
that makes that joke that much more valid.
Yes, it does.
I do.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's more of a caplet or a cape kind of thing.
It's a small. It's almost between isn't it a cross between a scarf and a cape?
And I have a fake stole. I have two fake ones.
It's essentially a bath mat.
I have one. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I remember my mom had the thing that was like a scarf with the face on it.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, some had the head
They
on
had
it.
the clip on it.
Yeah, creeped me out.
I have the matching. What's this that you put your
Muff.
hands in? The muff.
Yeah. I like to put my hands.
I love nothing like a matching muff, right, Pat?
I like them.
Back in the day.
Twins on a Friday night, I tell you.
I think you have a song about a matching muff. It's
a song about a mink?
Nobody has pubes anymore.
This one's in Ohio. You want to hear about it? Here we go. Fur farmers in PETA's comment. Open cages, let them go. Bust the fence and see them running. Mink loose in Ohio. Gotta get traps and catch them. Minks are eating our goats. Should have been caught long ago. What if they ate your chickens, found them dead on the ground? Think of all the profit from those fur coats. Mink loose in Ohio. How many more? Mink loose in 40,000 mink loose in Ohio.
Yeah. The rare Ohio parrot.
Yeah, I believe For Dead in Ohio. That was one of the songs we chose for the worst songs to play at a strip club.
Yes.
That's a bit of a downer.
Wow. But yeah, I'd forgotten that that we had wild minks running around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they're super mean, right? Isn't
Yeah.
I've never gotten too close to one.
Wait, the lyrics say 4 dead in Ohio?
Yeah. It was written like in a day after the incident.
Are you
Kent State.
The Kent State.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had. I always sang "Don't Forget Ohio."
Don't forget. Don't forget.
Don't forget
Well, see,
Ohio.
there's a whole show of misconstrued or misunderstood lyrics.
Could not have gotten it more wrong.
Well,
That's all right.
Years?
You had a better time singing it than the rest of us did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought us down.
I wrote an argumentative song in response. I wrote a response song to this.
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe don't throw rocks at 19-year-olds with guns. That's why.
It's kind of a rebuttal.
Yeah. Nobody cared for that side of the argument at all.
So I don't know, by the way, what happened to this story about all these minks that were let go. Did they
Probably went out in the wild and
they
lived their
survived?
lives, and
wow,
they're mean.
That many, though, must affect the ecology.
Oh, it has to.
One of my ex-girlfriend's dads was a mink trapper, and he would trap like 70, 80, 90 mink. And he would just have hundreds of mink furs hanging in his garage, stretched out on like little, they look like ironing boards, and they stretched the fur out to dry them.
And then he'd sell the fur?
Yeah.
Did he make a good living?
No.
Man, should that be our side hustle? We can start minking?
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, great idea.
Oscar and Arnold died of rabies.
You know, we'd be the only radio show. Hey, have you heard the Bob and Tom show? They have T-shirts. No, they're selling mink pelts. No logo or anything. Just I heard they sold 4 last year. Well, thank you very much.
Medium? Will you sign it?
We were also talking a lot about chickens, and I thought we'd feature this classic because I was mentioning that I eat a lot of chicken, and lately if I have leftover chicken from the night before, I may go home at lunchtime and make myself an omelet with chicken in it,
right?
Which kind of reminds me of this. Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
I'll tell you, something happened to me the other day. I was in this diner getting breakfast, and I'm looking at the menu, and I got a stick on the menu called a protein scramble, and I'm looking at it, and basically it's an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Which is wrong. I mean, you don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs. Okay, that's too much chicken. I don't know who's back there cooking, some kind of poultry serial killer, some barnyard strangler. That's an omelet that spans 2 generations.
That's wrong.
That's not breakfast, that's a vendetta. You know, that's like taking your hamburger and dipping it into your milk. You don't do it. It's not kosher. You got to separate some things, you know what I mean?
That's not breakfast, it's a vendetta.
What do you got against the chicken? I feel bad for the chicken. You know what I mean? I just want to meet the guy, the first guy who found out that you could eat the chickens unborn. Because you got to figure, the mom's chicken sitting on the eggs going, finally, I got the family I've always wanted. Hey, what are you doing? Where are you going with my babies? What is it, a frying pan, you sick bastard? The poor chicken, I feel sorry for her. But, we have to eat,
Yeah, I guess we do.
Yeah, but I prefer mobile food myself. I prefer food that's had to make it in the world just like I have. I mean, if I want to eat food, I prefer food that doesn't come from the ground. Because vegetables, they suck the nutrients from the mud. Mm-hmm. Would you eat mud? No, then why eat the middleman? God made animals slow enough to catch. He obviously intended for us to eat them. Besides that, what's the fun in hunting a vegetable? Any moron can sneak up with a carrot. Some of that stuff's not even food. Celery, that's not food. That's like dental floss trapped inside of carbohydrates. I was reading about celery. There's 4 calories in a stick of celery. 4. Takes your body 6 calories to process. Mm-hmm. A stuck of celery. You could kill yourself eating celery. That's not food. That's slow suicide. What happened?
Jimmy Schubert. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Right now, I want to remind you once again about the high quality of the Raycon earbuds and all the stuff at Raycon. We're big fans over here. And everyday earbuds from Raycon have some really interesting things. For example, 32 hours of battery life. That's amazing. Plus, of course, they're about half the price of those other earbuds. They come in a bunch of colors also, and they have active noise cancellation. The Raycon earbuds that I mentioned, they come in a bunch of colors, cool mint, deep red, forest green, blush, and more. And they have the famous Raycon 30-day happiness guarantee. You'll love your Raycon earbuds, and they won't fall out of your ear because they have those adjustable gel tips. So you get the right tips so they'll stay in your particular ear. Let's face it, some of our listeners have weird ears. I do. But it's,
you have weird ears?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my ears, my earlobes connect at the bottom.
Mine do too.
You ever notice that?
It's a genetic trait. Yeah, I have that also.
Yeah, it's very common among men with large penises. We have the point here is go to buyraycon.com to get a staggering 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Lots of other great stuff on sale right now. Buyraycon.com/Tom. Don't forget the over-the-head headphones. They're awesome. Buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Get yourself some of those Raycon earbuds. Great for the kids as well. Thank you very much. Coming up, I promise we'll get to a little bit of sports. We have, I think we have more chicken news on the way, and we'd love to hear from you anytime. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Can't help but notice we're joined by Mr. Michael McDonald, who has a terrific book out. And,
yeah.
He's on Mr. Michael McDonald. Is it true you have a clip on Pornhub?
You can do me, I'm your stepbrother.
Oh, Michael, I can't believe you're...
just awful.
Really doing that.
It's awful. A great book called If That's What It Takes, and now we'll never talk to him.
Now, Michael, you're also, from what I understand, using a teleprompter at your concerts?
Keep forgetting I once all my songs. I keep forgetting the words that taking it to the street. You caught me off guard.
Yes, I am aware. Sorry.
Keep forgetting.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
The Venice Beach, though, that's the real people watching plays.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Guys with like snakes on their shoulders, like living in their mom's basement.
That's the parade of weirdos.
Oh, man, just a parade of delusion. Just this boardwalk where the only thing stronger than the smell of weed is the smell of horrible business ideas put into action. It's amazing what people have dedicated their lives to selling. Like one guy, he's like 40 years old. He had his posters, cash box, little booth, selling magic sticks for $10.
Magic sticks?
Magic sticks. Pieces of wood glued to polished rocks.
Really?
I know. Surprisingly, not a huge line.
No?
In his booth.
Really?
You shouldn't be allowed to sell something that stupid. Like maybe for one day, just so the government can videotape it and then show that footage to junior high kids across the country as part of like a Scared Straight anti-drug program. You know, you want to try acid? Yeah, look at Magic Stick guys. Is that where you want to end up? 25 years?
Yeah.
But that guy, it really is crazy. I wanted to, with my 4-year-old, you know, I got my son Kyler, I wanted to go up to his booth when I saw him and just maybe like buy a magic stick and be like, oh man, I can't wait to use this, be really happy, and then take off. And then show up like a half an hour later really distraught and just kind of out of it without my son. And maybe take like a little lizard out of my pocket and set it down right in front of me. Shh, it's okay, sweetie. And then take a gun out of another pocket, put it right to his head and be like, I want my kid back, Warlock. Give me my son back.
Wow, that is a good magic stick.
It really is.
Yeah, that'd blow what little is left of his mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to actually walk, if I could do anything, walk up to him in an actual wizard suit, like a Hollywood wizard costume. And then be like, you know not what you dally with there, sorcerer. Leave these realms for a real wizard. Point like a wand at him and be like, Electrico. And then right when I say that, a friend I had sneak up behind him earlier tasers him from behind.
Now, your kids are, what, 11 is your son, right?
Yes, correct.
How old's your daughter?
6.
6. Okay, great.
Yeah,
she still gets away with stuff, probably. 6 years old.
She's so funny that I just refuse to punish her for anything.
Right.
She came up from kindergarten one day and she goes, Dad, Stacy and I were playing catch and she hit me right in the balls. She only has an older brother. She's only heard that area referred to as that. A good dad would tell her that she's wrong. I am not going to do that. I have chosen to use that to my advantage. She'll be on her first date making out with some dude and she'll be like,
Touch my ball.
Guess who's done making out? Until at least college, because now everyone in high school thinks she has balls. Thanks, Facebook.
Best daddy. Come on.
Hey there.
Hi there.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
We're back. It's the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. The Bob and Tom Show is what we've slapped together here. There's Christy Lee.
Hey.
Pat Godwin. Hello. Jess Hooker's there.
Hey.
Hi, Jeff Oskey.
Hey, buddy.
Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom.
I'm getting myself educated over here.
What are you teaching yourself about?
Well, I'd forgotten that story about animal rights activists releasing tens of thousands of minks, but I was doing some homework. It's actually mink. It's like
mink.
deer.
That's kind of. I thought that's kind of how we've been saying it. Somebody saying minks?
Yeah, me.
Oh no.
But did you know this? Well, I'll ask you. Does anyone know what you're supposed to call a group of minks? For example, you've got murder of crows. Sure. A flamboyance of flamingos, a pod of whales.
Musk of minks?
A musk of minks is not correct, but that would be good.
Minks.
Yeah,
That's would have been my guess.
Yeah.
A coat of minks. That would be really cruel. that would be like saying a salad of chicken.
Right.
No, it's a company of mink.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Company of mink.
A company.
Yeah, that's
like they're an acting troupe.
yeah. It sounds sophisticated.
Or a ballet group, yeah.
But apparently, and someone wrote me a note here saying, if you've ever been around a mink, you would not protest making them into coats. They are horrible beings.
That's what I've heard.
Okay, now I get off on this a lot on this topic.
On mink?
What video are you about to show? You get off on a topic a lot.
Yeah, sorry. I always love these words. The standards, we always talk about murder of crows. Anybody remember ravens?
A poe of ravens?
That'd be good, but it's not. An unkindness of ravens, a parliament of owls, a flamboyance of hairdresser. Oh, no, of flamingos. Sorry.
I knew that one.
Now, I had never heard this one. A group of cats, a clouder of cats.
Yeah, that's a class. I love that one.
That's good.
And I've heard this one, a crash of rhinos.
Yes.
That's a weird one.
That's a good one, too. I bet they'll crash into things.
Yeah, big.
Yeah, they're not known for their delicate work.
No.
Yeah, no.
You've never seen a rhino putting together some Legos. Just a pod of dolphins. I didn't know that. A school of fish, of course. Turtles, anybody? A bale of turtles.
Bale.
And then me leaving this topic is bailing on this topic.
Awesome.
A couple of more of those. A skulk of foxes and a romp of otters, which is appropriate because otters are known for having fun stuff and going down slip and slides. And
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun little, on the opposite of a mink. They're cute and fun.
that reminds me. Over the weekend, Kelly brought home an off-brand slip and slide.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You got to stick with the good one, I guess. There was the only one they had left.
Yeah.
You know what it is, Christy? It's like this giant sheet of plastic.
Yeah, of course.
And
I
you
know what
attach
slip
a
and
hose
slide.
you attach a hose to it, and it's
Right.
supposed to squirt the water onto the plastic.
Right.
But you would need 40 people holding onto the thing where the water is because it was shooting the water the other way. And I swear this thing, by the time the girls tried to slip and slide on it, this thing must have been made of sandpaper. They'd run up and slip and flop down and go nowhere. So
That was, slip and slides are the best.
So I ended up just getting a hose, putting it on the sprinkle thing and kind of getting it all, but okay, go ahead.
My parents were really good at finding the rockiest portion of the yard.
Yeah.
The key to that is you've got to buy a roll of that foam.
Oh, for God's We've never done that. We used to buy.
Guys, put rhino tuff on the ground. Or rhino shield, whatever the hell that is.
Your kids are
we improvised. We had a good time.
We would buy the painter's plastic because it was really heavy and
Visqueen?
Yes,
Yeah.
and then you'd slide down that with a hose. Like,
But you didn't even foam underneath
No,
it.
God, no. My parents hated
The grass underneath sure looks good when you're done, doesn't it?
Yeah, many great reasons to do this.
Right.
Yeah, but we had it all going. It was fun. But yeah, I don't recommend some of the off-brands. You're better off just getting Visqueen and a sprinkler because you can just leave the sprinkler on.
Yeah.
That's a much better way to do it. Okay, I don't know how we got off on this topic, and I apologize.
Man, we used to hate the slip and slide. And then one of my brothers went, hey, what if we did downhill? And it was a lot better. Trying to run up the thing.
some Dawn dish soap. Yeah.
We had like the kids like little playground, and they had the yellow slide, and we put the slip and slide at the bottom of that, so they would come down the slide, then slip across the yard. They love that.
Very good, very good. It's time to check in briefly with the sporting scene with Mr. Oskey sitting in for Chick McGee.
Oh, big Aaron Rodgers news. The Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback says, what?
Did he quit?
I wish. No, he's pretty sure that this will be his last season in the NFL. He signed a one-year deal with Pittsburgh earlier this month after 2 injured March seasons with the New York Jets. During his recent appearance on the Pat McAfee show, the 4-time MVP said, I'm pretty sure this is it. He added, it's been a long run and I've enjoyed it. And what better place to finish than in one of the cornerstone franchises of the NFL?
That's cool.
Doesn't he say this every year? It's his last year in the NFL.
He said that's why we just did a one-year deal. The Steelers don't need to put any extra years on that or anything. This was really about finishing with a lot of love and fun and peace for the career that I've had.
Well, see, I think I like the guy, and I think it'll be fun to see him, and I hope he does. I thought it was great when Peyton came back and got a Super Bowl. It's pretty cool because these teams, a lot of moving parts. To win is very tough. So,
is he a good mentor to up and coming quarterbacks? Like, is that a good reason to have him on the team?
It's a good question.
I don't know anything about him. Yeah,
I do know that. What this reminds me of, I believe it was when Kiss went out in '86. They were pretty sure it was their last tour. So you never know with any of these people.
Never know.
if they're done or not. So it'll be fun to watch. We'll see what happens. What else is going on in sports?
Oh, kind of sports related. The Breckenridge Ski Resort in Colorado is cleaning up. The snow melted. Workers discovered 780 pounds of discarded items during their annual mountain cleanup day.
300 of that was just a fat guy.
Among the whole, broken phones.
It wasn't Mount Everest, where most of the litter is human corpses.
They found AirPods, a spatula, a driver's license, a long-forgotten iPad Nano.
I wonder why one would need a spatula. Any theories?
What's that all about, Tom?
It's either one of the cooks was taking a chairlift up to one of the kitchens up on top.
Okay.
Or I don't know, maybe you could
froze to the chair and they got you off with the spatula.
There you go. I don't know. Maybe maybe it would be helpful to
like
put
mini ice scraper.
Maybe to put your ski boots on. I don't know. I don't know.
Shoehorn.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe somebody just went, "Hey, why the hell do I have this?" and tossed it off.
But I mean, obviously, the main thing they find are cell phones.
Oh yeah.
Right. And vapes, it sounds like. More than 150 employees took part in the cleanup, which the resort calls both an environmental duty and a team-building event. The most unusual find, a message in a bottle, which turned out to be someone's COVID-19 vaccination card.
Oh.
That's true. But what I thought was kind of funny, there was nowhere in this does it mention finding marijuana. Now, you're in Colorado.
Well, maybe I'm sure if they found marijuana or coke, they just put it in their pocket.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
Didn't find anything. Didn't find any cash or marijuana or cocaine.
Like, the only way I would be cool with this as an employee having to do this is if afterwards you put it all out on a table and everybody just gets to one at a time, hey, I get the iPad Nano. You get the...
Like at the police station.
Yeah.
The iPad Nano, they stopped making those a while back.
Yeah.
I still have one.
because they're good for swimming.
Oh, yeah.
There's a company that waterproofs them.
That's cool.
And you clip them to the back of your swim goggles.
Is the Nano the little square thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
It just had the circle to go back and forth.
Cool. Yeah, you can still get them. They're great if you like to swim with you want to have the show on or a book or whatever.
That is better. I've been swimming with my laptop.
Strapped to your back.
It's problematic. You have to hold,
Damn
you have to hold it up like John Cusack and say anything.
Yeah. Really obnoxious. It's like I'm trying to cross the Mekong.
I didn't put the whole article here for you, but there is a point where in which one woman, they found a phone that was a couple years old and it was still working, still functional. So, yeah, because if you're on those chair lifts and it's easy to drop stuff because you're wearing gloves and you take them off. But they actually had how many iPhones they found versus Androids and the whole thing. And a couple years ago, they found Sonny Bono. Funny enough.
Oh, Tom.
I forgot that it took them a while to.
Yeah. It was a big snowdrift. Didn't melt.
And he was a short fellow, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm assuming, did they find way more iPhones than Androids since it was Breckenridge?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's a very good guess.
Not one cricket.
I don't get the connection.
Android people are pores.
Oh.
Pores.
They're the pores.
I say, yes.
Haves and the haves not.
The Android, a relic from the Anthropocene era. Yes, the Nano.
I was not aware of that.
I don't know. Is that really a thing?
Is that?
I made that up.
Look, I found an Android. Somebody give me a garbage can.
No, but people with iPhones tend, like the people I know who have iPhones tend to have.
Hey, careful.
More money?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
But there's also a cult aspect to it. I was having coffee. I was having coffee with a friend of mine, and he's got this. He has an Android phone, and he was showing me stuff that the iPhone can't do. That was really cool.
Yeah.
One of your sons is Android, right? He doesn't like the iPhone at all.
I made him convert.
Oh, did he convert it?
Oh, I'd say I just took him out of the will.
Well, we had to convert you too for a while there. You had the other phone.
Wow. So
early on.
In any event, I've always wondered what they'd find at the bottom of these ski hills. So it's kind of a fun thing. But no weed reported.
And no prosthetics? Like you will at amusement parks?
A disappointing number of fake legs.
Disappointing.
They found the crazy nose glasses.
Yeah, but there are. I have on multiple occasions seen skiers that have one leg, and there's a couple different ways they can ski, and more power to them.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's amazing.
Are people going down the slopes with the phones filming themselves? Is that
Right.
Oh, God.
Is that common?
They go
All the time.
helmet.
GoPro now.
Yeah.
Why not?
Remember?
Cool.
Do you remember the thing? I forget if it was this season or last season where there's someone filming their friend, and all of a sudden you see a bear come out of the woods and start chasing the skier.
If I remember correctly, it was a sizable bear.
Yeah.
It looked horrifying.
Yeah.
And she left a trail, that person, too.
That slope wasn't a green or a blue when she was done.
Brown, yeah.
Okay, well, fun stuff. Thank you very much. If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Do we have any more sports?
No.
There's no world record or anything?
No.
Teacher, you forgot to give us homework.
Well, I had one, but it was so boring I didn't do it.
Can you imagine how bad it is if he thinks it's boring?
You want
I have to know what it is.
We have to do it.
Want to hear it now?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, this is the one I didn't want to send you.
Okay.
The source is the Guinness World Record book, of course.
Yeah.
A father and son from South Carolina. No, so far, so good. I love South Carolina. They've broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to fly to all the contiguous United States national parks.
No, I'd like to hear this one.
Really?
That's kind of cool.
Mark and Andy Wilson visited 51 national parks in 15 days, 6 hours, and 46 minutes, including parks in Hawaii and Alaska.
Whoa.
Because, it's about the journey.
Wow.
How'd you like the park? I didn't really see the volcano. I was getting back in the plane.
Did they just take off, land and take off, land and take off, land and
They
take
must
off?
have.
They had to, right?
But these guys are nature lovers, and it says they encourage everyone to enjoy the beautiful ecosystems that exist in America.
I think they're plane lovers.
I didn't know that there were runways in national parks.
Well, they probably find places that are nearby, but Yeah, I thought that was incredibly boring. But it's, obviously a nice plug for the national
15 hours.
parks.
Think about that's.
Yeah, that's astounding. I don't get
I mean,
it.
it takes 4 to get to Hawaii from California.
Well, this just shows the battery length of an iPad. Oh, wow.
You know what, though? 51 state parks. Is that what it is? National parks?
Yeah.
Rather? There could be 36 in California
Yeah,
alone.
that's true.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But they went to all of them. They didn't really get to enjoy them.
Right.
So you can see why.
What I'm saying is they didn't have to go from Maine to Alabama to Yellowstone.
Well, I imagine when they planned it out, rather than like some of our friends in the rock and roll industry who, we're in Alaska, then we're in Florida, then we're in Montreal, then we're in Texas. But
it is less interesting knowing that maybe it was only 3 states total.
Yeah.
But they went to 51 of them.
I understand.
I love this. You still go at it.
And you didn't want to
All of a sudden, he's defending it.
Don't you understand how the show works? I switch sides at will.
That's one of my favorite parts.
Coming up, we have Are You Allergic to Semen? That is a thing. We also have...
It's a lame excuse, if you ask me. Oh, really? I'm allergic to meeting your parents.
I'm allergic to buying this meal.
We also have other delightful stories on the way, I can assure you. Coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, this is the Bob and Tom Show. A tribute to the Chicago-born Robert Prevost, the new pope.
I'm Leo the 14th, I am. Yeah. Leo the 14th, I am. I can't marry the widow next door, because I wouldn't be the pope no more. In all these years, I've been celibate.
Celibate.
Never slept with a Nelly or a Sam.
No Sam.
I'm the brand new pope from Chi-Town. Leo the 14th, I am. Woo. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Leo the 14th, I am. Leo the 14th, I am. I can't marry the widow next door, because I wouldn't be the pope no more. In all these years, I've been celibate. Never slept with a Nelly or a Sam.
No Sam.
I'm the first pope that's American. Leo the 14th, I am. Leo the 14th, I am.
Yeah. All right. A nice tribute. I'm sure they'll be playing that at White Sox games during the 7th inning stretch.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
You think you lost money in investing? My whole people lost money in investing. Bernie Madoff came along and set us back 10,000 years. I hate that guy so much. I hate Bernie Madoff so much. Not for what he did, because I don't care about the rich. I hope they lose their money. But no, for how he looked physically. Did he have to look so Jewish while he was doing that? He's already the image of a Jew that's in every redneck's paranoid mind's eye. Just some crook-nosed Jew on top of a pile of gold coins, swimming in it like Scrooge McDuck. Like, I'm gonna take the Gentiles' money. Like, I always trip out when I see somebody that so fully embodies a stereotype like Bernie Madoff did. Like, when you see a nerd who's actually wearing a pocket protector, like, they don't even make pocket protectors anymore. Believe me, I know. That guy had to go out and hand mold the plastic resin to fit into his nerdy little pocket. Or when you're driving in traffic and somebody cuts you off and you look into the car and it is, in fact, an Asian woman, you're like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you seriously going to be Asian right now? There are people watching you. Have a little bit of self-respect and don't be Asian. Like when I'm walking along and I see a quarter on the ground, I don't pick it up. It kills me not to. But I don't do it because there's people watching. There are people watching.
Yes, you don't want to reinforce the stereotype.
No.
That's correct. You got
Oh,
keep
man.
it real.
Moshe Kasher is our guest.
I live in L.A. now. I live near Hollywood. I live across the street from a 99-cent store because comedy makes dreams come true.
Yes.
Yeah, they now sell a 99-cent pregnancy test. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah. How bad does one's life have to be? Like, how far down the socioeconomic ladder do you need to flop before the 99-cent pregnancy test seems like a viable health option? The 99-cent pregnancy test when you kinda have to know. So I bought one. Yeah.
Well, why not?
Just to see what would happen. I peed on the little stick.
And?
Turns out I have hepatitis C. I caught it from the test.
Wow, cool.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
One scoop.
Big scoop. That's a huge scoop.
Two.
That's not a big blender.
Okay.
Three.
Hey, no, you're not going to run out of room.
No, you're not.
No, you're.
That's perfect.
There's milk right there.
Milk and pour it about.
You want to put a little whey protein in there?
A little more than that.
A little more than that.
Yeah, come on.
There.
A little more. All right, that's
Okay.
good. Now load it with Oreos. Yeah. All right.
We have vanilla ice cream.
In the blender, not in your mouth.
Don't eat the Oreos yet.
All right. How many you got there?
I don't think I've had an Oreo in years.
That one and another stack that.
Is that an even number?
Oh, for
Did you count them?
sake.
How many you got there?
It's bad luck to eat another number of
Keep going.
Oreos.
It's bad luck, chick. Did you
All
count
right,
them?
that's enough.
No, it isn't. Keep going.
Shut your hole.
This is our shake.
You're not going to be able to drink it. You're going to have to eat it with a spoon.
That's fine.
Put more milk
What is
in
that?
it.
15 Oreos?
Oh, this is it's going to be perfect. It'll go right up to the top.
Peanutopolis. That's hilarious.
I love it. All right. Put a Klondike bar there. Come on.
Throw in the Klondike
What'd
bar.
you do for a Klondike bar? I'd kill some blood.
Throw a little more milk in, chick.
Klondike
Come on.
bars in there.
Blah, 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 blah. All right.
There we go.
There you go. That's
there
good.
you go.
Just let it go. Keep going.
God,
Look at that. That's heaven. Look at that.
Snickers bar.
Look at that. Snickers bar looks like it's swirling around the bottom of a toilet bowl, doesn't it?
You're
Where did
putting
that
more
come
ice
from?
cream in there?
Yes. There you go. Now blend her up there. Oh, one more. Come on.
At least it's an even number.
All
Okay,
right,
there we go. Are those the peanuts trying to... No, Bob, sip that over there by your microphone. Let's hear your
I'll have a
judgment
taste. Tom has to drink it.
We
though.
should market this.
on that. Wow, it smells very good.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That is very good.
Tell me this is not good.
That is very good.
Very chocolatey.
See?
This is much better than your shake.
Thank you very much.
Why don't you throw some protein powder in that? So at least you get some protein.
And
why don't you run up an alley
your
and
shake.
yell fish? How about that?
Coming up soon.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jess Hooker, Jeff Oskey. And that's only to name a few because we also have Ace Osby, hey, Josh Arnold. Oh, hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. There's Tom.
Thank you very much. Did we ever break out?
We never have kids.
Break out the. Did we ever break out this sweet corn soda pop?
No, and I believe there's also bacon
yeah.
soda pop.
I think maybe next break we should get a few glasses and try this stuff.
I also have the new celebrity endorsed Oreo cookie in my office.
Oh, really?
Yes, Selena Gomez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to taste that for a while.
I've been eyeing that little cookie.
Hot, as they say, hot cha-cha-cha.
Yeah.
I've got what do you call it? A rack of cookies? What do you call a ration, a rafter? What is it again?
A rack
Package of cookies?
A package, that would be English. Yeah, in our little pantry, I walked into the day looking for my Paul Newman Fig Newtons.
Yes.
The Fig Newmans. Delightful snack, by the way.
Yes.
And all I saw were those, what is it? What's her name again?
Selena
Gomez. Are those like, do they have like a little bit of caliente?
No, they have a little bit of cinnamon. It's cinnamon with the chocolate filling.
Is this
You want me to
something
go
she
get
invented?
them? Yeah, do you want me to go get them?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, she's a billionaire, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Not a billionaire. She's probably a millionaire.
Does she have other things besides
Why would
music
she
and
be
acting?
a billionaire?
Oh, who's the one that has the makeup company?
Oh, that's one of the
Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna.
Yeah, she's.
And Jessica Simpson. They both are very successful.
Okay, so we'll try
Kylie
them.
Jenner too, right?
Yeah, Kylie Jenner.
Billionaire.
Okay, what do you got there?
Jeff Bezos. He's successful, too.
Yeah. So is that Elon Musk guy.
Not a great singer, though.
No.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Wow, look at these. Selena.
Selena Gomez Oreos.
Oh. Yeah, this is interesting. 4 cookies. It looks like they have our initials on the top. Now, wait a second.
What?
This is cinnamon, chocolate, and cinnamon. I don't know that I've ever had this combination before.
Yeah, I think, cinnamon is popular.
We'll open one of them so we can try.
Cinnamon is popular.
Right, cinnamon's very good for.
The in the Latin community with their desserts is what I'm saying.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes,
like
yes.
a churro.
Yes,
would
there's
have,
a churro or a
even flan may have some.
leche.
Do you say flan or flan?
I say flan. That's how I was taught in Spanish
flan,
class.
isn't it?
No, the A
Christy,
is.
not a fan.
Well,
no.
Oh, Christy.
kind of caught me off guard.
Christy wolfed one down immediately.
And then spit it
Well,
out.
that's because she can take it for the team. That's an excuse.
Is it that bad?
No, I only took this much.
Okay. Pass that thing over here. I want to take a bite.
You have a package. I just hate
I don't want to open a package because there's no way I'm going to eat all these.
Oh, yeah.
It smells like a cinnamon Teddy Graham.
It does.
Remember
yes,
those?
I do. Teddy Grahams.
Oh, wow. You're dead on. Yeah.
They don't taste like Teddy Grahams.
Okay. And
Christy's not a fan.
I think it tastes great.
Okay,
I am
Oscar
not
loves
a
it.
fan.
Leave the
Okay.
Oreo alone.
Sorry, Selena.
I'm with you.
And
I'm
they're-
a traditionalist.
I like Selena.
now, am I correct in saying they're slightly lighter in color than the traditional Oreo?
They
Is that-
do look, yes, they are brown.
They're not because Oreos are darker.
They're usually black.
I think it's great.
They've
I got the Amanda Burns.
Like it?
the Oreo logo on one side and
Amanda Bynes.
I knew what you meant.
what is this? What is this on the other side? Are those her?
It's her initials.
It is?
SG.
Oh, okay.
But if I had to guess, Pat, Amanda Burns.
No, isn't that that's a musical cleft right there,
Oh, I
Pat?
thought it was SG for her.
No, it's,
initials.
yeah, some have, all 4 have something different.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. And then on the front, Tom, there's a QR code, which I know you're enamored with right now, and you could get Selena's exclusive content, whatever that is. I don't know if that's her new music.
Have you guys had the new Gwyneth Paltrow Oreos?
No.
These cookies taste like my vagina.
So you like it, huh? No thanks.
They're great.
No.
I think they're great too. I'm surprised, Christy, because
I don't know what it was, but I did not care for that.
it doesn't have a very strong taste.
Yeah. It tastes very much like an Oreo.
Yeah, it's almost negligible, the difference.
Oh, okay.
And Oreos, of course, are great.
Oreos are great. I had a blizzard the other day, but with Oreo in it for dinner.
So good.
Aren't you proud of me?
I love that.
Well, that's scientifically sound. You talk to any nutritionist.
Yeah.
Oreo, you can have an Oreo blizzard for dinner, and then a sensible breakfast of coffee cake, and then for lunch, ice cream.
We'd been at the beach all day, and I took the kids, and it was like 7:30, and I go, well, too late for dinner. What about blizzards?
Yeah.
We used to do that in the summer, popcorn and ice cream dinners when it was too late to make a whole dinner. Kids loved it.
I like Selena Gomez. You guys like her?
Oh, I love her.
I don't like how she
Absolutely.
changed her talking voice. I know.
I kind of like
You
it.
do?
Yeah, a little rice.
So wild.
cracker.
Try my Oreo. Something like that.
And her
kind of.
mouth doesn't move at all.
I think it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Was she the one on Waverly Place?
The
Wizards,
Wizards
of Waverly?
Place. Yeah. She was on
Cute
that
on
for
that.
a while. Yeah.
Oreos have been in the news a lot lately. Do you remember we had that weird scientific story about Oreos?
And how many seconds is the optimal?
How to dip.
Yeah, here it is right here. The physicists the optimal time to dunk an Oreo. This is from Utah State University, their so-called Splash Lab. They dipped Oreos halfway into milk, 2% milk, for half a second to 7 seconds, and measured how much milk the Oreo had absorbed.
Dorks.
No, this is fascinating, Josh.
In a nerdy way, yeah.
Because they found that after 2 seconds, they had absorbed 80% before maxing out at 4 seconds, and then the Oreo starts to break down.
Oh, yeah.
So they concluded that you should do it for 3 seconds.
Have you had the Oreo minis, the little tiny cookies?
You mean breakfast cereal?
No, but you put those, like you get the Oreo ice cream and then put those in there and mix it up, and so you have like whole little Oreo cookies.
Very fun.
Very fun.
So I'm reading the scientifics. The 3 second rule.
We know.
You know,
No,
I'll
Josh.
be honest, I was opposed to all these tax cuts, but after hearing research like this, maybe we should cut more.
This is also the thing about using a fork. Do you remember this?
Yes, you put a fork in the icing, and then you can dump the whole thing.
I don't like it. I like the different texture when I bite.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Josh.
you want like half soft,
You've done nearly
half
the impossible,
crunchy.
Tom. You've angered me talking about Oreos.
I was about to make the same observation. I thought you were just sitting there because the erection that you were sporting was so strong because we were still talking about sugary food. Christy, I'll talk to you.
Yes.
Were you here when we were discussing this? You put the Oreo
Yes, I
with a
was here.
fork. You dunk it all the way.
Here.
Many of our listeners weren't listening.
And you've probably brought
Well,
it
screw
up
those listeners.
4 different times since.
Well, I'd like to talk about the important things. Let's forget about large bombs and poverty. Let's go with Oreo cookies. What do you say?
You think if we showered the world with Oreos, there'd be more peace?
Mm-hmm.
There'd be more ants.
The war of the ants has begun.
Do you guys like the double stuff or the thin?
I'm a regular.
You're just a regular.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
straight.
But I have no problem with the others.
Yeah.
But I'm just a regular.
Yeah.
And there also was another Oreo
I like
study.
the blonde one, the golden
too.
one.
That's not an Oreo.
So good.
What was the other study?
About that
Tom.
it's impossible to separate an Oreo
Oh, boy.
and get cream on both sides.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, equal parts.
Right.
Yeah.
Get the cream.
The separate but equal Oreo. I believe that was the Dred Scott
Yes, he had his own
Oreo decision. It was a split court. I'm so sorry. I'll have to dig that one up for you. We have Christy Lee. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk right now. What's happening?
Well, are you allergic to semen? Health experts say it's more common than once thought. Known medically as seminal plasma hypersensitivity, or
Of course it is.
SPH.
Yeah, who doesn't know to have seminal happen?
The condition is triggered not by your sperm cells, guys, but by proteins in the fluid that carries them, called seminal plasma.
So the little sperm tadpole guys aren't what you're allergic to.
You're allergic to the
It's
carrier.
the rest of the effluent, what's the technical term for that?
Jizz.
Choosy mothers
So it's
choose.
like the
Choosy
unleaded-
mothers choose jizz.
Oh no.
Symptoms can range from localized burning, itching, and swelling to full body reactions like hives, wheezing, runny nose, and even anaphylaxis. Previously believed to be extremely rare, a 2024 study found SPH is more common and often misdiagnosed than once assumed.
So does the average physician know what SPH is? I'm guessing no.
I bet if you
went in with your
OB
symptoms,
if
yeah.
your OBGYN would know.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's often classed as type 1 hypersensitivity, the same category as peanut allergies and hay fever.
Go ahead.
Do you want to do it together?
No, go ahead.
You want to do the joke together?
So it's kind of like a nut allergy. Thank you. It's the Mr. Obvious Punchline Factory where we all shout out the same.
Well, my Maggie has this, but her doctor just prescribed her to take 2 boner drills.
Boner drills?
Boner drills. It's a lot like Benadryl. But,
in one case,
I heard she didn't want yours because she wants it gluten-free.
Yeah.
In one case, a woman with a Brazil nut allergy developed hives after intercourse. likely due to her partner consuming the nuts with trace protein showing up in his semen.
Well, that's
different.
We've had that before. We've had that story before. That's
when you shave your sack, it's called Brazil nuts. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So, anyways, Pat, the lesson here is carry condoms in an EpiPen just in case your next victim is a.
That's not nice.
Making is a wonderful thing. No victim involved.
And that's fascinating.
So, what about if women? Let's say you do have seminal plasma hypersensitivity, and you'd like to have a child. Do you just? I wonder if
you got to suffer through it. I guess.
Yeah. They probably,
or they could do the turkey baster thing or something. I don't know. No, I don't know.
So how do you? Depending on where it lands, is that where you have your symptoms?
Does it sound like that?
Like the anaphylactic
it's like it's topical?
It can be both.
Well, yeah, because I know.
So, in other words, you could possibly. I need some Visine.
That's what I'm asking.
Get the red out.
Yeah.
We'll pick this up. I'll do more homework and we'll come back.
This lower back rash will not go away.
That's a little north of where we are coming back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It turns and sways.
Okay. Well, thanks for the call. Have a great day today. We're going to move
And I've got
forward.
one more thing. May I say one more thing? I've been waiting 20-some years for this. Is everybody listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay. Chick, go back 20-some years, 1998, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all weekend with me.
What? There we go.
Yes. Finally.
I have, okay, whatever you say.
Okay, remember, and listen to this. You went by your real name when you checked in, and you invited me for the weekend. Now, wait.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get shot for this. And you ordered grapes and Miller Lite beer.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right.
That's right.
Yep, that's me, okay.
Okay, Deborah, we got to go here. Christy, give me the teaser.
That couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Somehow I blame you.
Ah, boy. Where do we go from here?
I made this crazy movie called Freddy Got Fingered, and it was, I wrote it, I directed it, and it was a really, really crazy movie, and it won the Raspberry Awards, and people said it was the worst movie ever made, and all this stuff. But that was sort of the point, was to make the craziest
worst movie, yeah.
Kind of the point of it, right? So now what's happened is, and really what's been a really exciting thing about going and doing these shows is, people are coming out to the shows. They're bringing their Freddy Got Fingered DVDs, and it's sort of turned into a sort of a bit of a cult, smash. I've gotten a call from the studio recently that said the DVDs have been selling through the roof. They've sold over 1 million units of the DVD.
And didn't I hear that you're going to do a director's cut?
I want to do a director's cut of the movie because because there are scenes that just when you edit when you do one of these commercial studio movies, especially a movie like that, they focus group it and you had to change things and tighten it all up.
Right.
So there are some crazy scenes that I'd like to get back into it, but also it's sort of just I think the irony of doing a director's cut for me personally is pretty funny.
Whenever there's a movie, there's always a porno movie that someone makes based on the title.
Yeah, it was called Freddy Got Fingered.
Okay, back to you, Tom Breen.
People actually, to be honest, the things that people really like out of the movie are some of the sillier scenes, not so much the gross scenes, but people always come up to me and they say, "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" Which is this line from the movie. "Daddy, would you like some sausage?" So I sing that on stage. Come see me on tour. We'll be singing some of the hits.
Sing along. That's all right. That's your Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah, that's my Stairway. The Bum Bum song would be my Stairway to Heaven. That went to #1 on MTV, the Bum Bum song.
When you Google Freddy Got Fingered, the first thing that comes up, the first line is Freddy Got Fingered quotes.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Yeah. And then you go to that page and the sausage.
Yeah.
The sausage organ comment is the very first line.
There's all sorts of very silly lines in the movie.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of quotes here.
So I was in a rap group when I was in Canada when I was a teenager. That was actually,
what were they called?
We were called Organized Rhyme. We were actually had a record deal when I was 19 years old.
No kidding.
Right out of high school with A&M Records, and we had a #1 hit, in many
Canada?
markets in Canada. We were the Much Music Video Award of the Year for Best Rap Video. That was sort of the...
Is that on your website, by the way?
You can find it on there. Yeah, you can find it on there, and you can find it on YouTube. And, the thing, that was sort of my first sort of realization. Hey, I want to work in show business, I was sort of like, all of a sudden I had this record, and we were touring, and we were doing radio shows, and I went and started my radio show, and right after that, and... it was initially a rap music show that I turned into a talk show, which then turned into my TV show. I've had a lot of great rappers on my website too. Like if you go on TomGreen.com, you can see me rapping with Too Short and Exhibit. There's this funny video of me rapping with Exhibit where I surprise him with this rap that's ended up on YouTube. It's got 2.5 million views now, and it's sort of funny because you see these rappers who just aren't expecting me to start rapping, and then I start rapping in their face, which is fun. So.
Canadian rap.
Right back
Canadian rap. Yeah, you can see why you haven't heard of it.
Hey.
Canadian rap. Tom Green is our guest. Any changes you'd like to make in the world right now?
I gotta tell you. Okay, first of all, as you guys know, I drive a Cadillac. And if you don't know, Cadillac is kind of considered the Mercedes of cars. And
so I've heard. Yeah.
It's a real big car, and it goes real fast, and I can't always follow all the rules of the road. Okay. So I'm barreling down the street, and I guess the light was red. Who can tell at that speed?
Yeah.
And I got the photo ticket.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never gotten what it is you're going through the intersection, then there's a flashlight, and you think, I hit 88. I'm going back in time, right?
Yeah.
Finally a chance to go try to break up my parents before they can get together at the child abandonment under the sea dance.
That seems negative.
Oh, boy.
But it's not that at all. Mike, they're not. The police aren't even going to work anymore. They're just setting up a camera and calling it good. They're paparazzi. I don't blame them. I don't blame all the laws that they're supposed to. You get in your car, you got to wear a seatbelt. Why do you wear a seatbelt? Because it's the right thing to do? No, because the man tells you have to.
That's right.
Click it or ticket, jackass. Right? Because your government is very, very concerned about your health and safety, and they always have been. And if you got a kid, they're really concerned about your kid's health and safety. Because if you got a kid, you got to put the kid in the car seat, then put him in the back seat. Then there's a wreck, and the airbags come out, and the good ones, they jettison the car seat from the car. Then a parachute comes out, and the kid gently floats to the ground like the beginning of I Dream of Jeannie, because the government is very, very concerned about your children's health and safety, and seatbelts are a big part of that. Really? Ever seen a school bus?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only seatbelt there goes around the 50-year-old parolee driving the damn thing. Oh, yeah. That dude's strapped in like he's going to lethal injection. Meanwhile, the kids are in the back flying around like lottery balls. No. Your government does not make you put on a seatbelt to protect you. They make you put on a seatbelt to control you. They make you put on a seatbelt because it's the only tangible way they can physically tie you up during the day. How about click it or take responsibility for your own health and safety, because this is America and not some fascist regime. What are you saying, Og? You saying you're against seatbelts? You're damn right I'm against seatbelts.
You're insane. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee's at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin's across the way. Hello. Jess Hooker joins us.
Hello.
As does Jeff Oskay.
That's right.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Josh Arnold. Later on, we'll have Sexy Time with Alli Breen, and there he is, Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Fire this morning, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
And we forgot
He's
to get
on something.
We forgot to get the what is it called? Bacon and sweet
you
corn.
want to do those too?
Yeah, let's do them. We'll do them next break then.
Okay.
We have apparently this is soda pop that tastes like sweet corn.
Yeah, I think Mark's son grabbed it when he was at the Tulip Festival in Michigan or something like that.
And sweet corn, that's my number one. I love sweet corn.
Have you had the sweet corn ice cream that they make now?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's great.
It's great.
Good.
It is
very
great.
Good.
But I have not no sweet corn yet this season.
No, it's not out yet.
I went to the farmers market and got some other stuff, but no sweet corn yet.
Shuck?
Yes, I do hand shuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's knee high by the 4th of July, so it's not
It
near
used to
ready.
be. It's way past knee high right now.
So we'll see. I'm just saying. But I'll be interested to try the sweet corn soda as well as the bacon. So remember the bacon phase was about 10 years ago where everything suddenly had bacon in it?
Sure did.
Oh, yeah.
And there's, of course, that great Jim Gaffigan piece about bacon. But we had, among other things, someone sent us bacon lube.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually indicated on the box that it was kosher bacon lube.
Holy cow.
Which I'm not sure if it
Which
really
means there was
was.
no pork product in it at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't imagine some rabbi getting a phone call. Hey, can you come over and whatever they have to do to supervise the making of their lube?
Right.
Get in line behind Diddy. I wonder if by the way, that Diddy trial's coming to an end. I wonder if they have the headline ready. If he's found not guilty, Diddy didn't do it.
Diddy didn't do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Diddy did do it.
Yeah, apparently. We have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What do you got over there?
A growing number of health experts say FOPO. You know what that means?
Fear of passing out.
Close.
Fear of
peeing on
somebody. No. Fear of other people's opinions, maybe quietly holding many of us back.
Ugh.
Often compared to FOMO, or fear of missing out, FOPO refers to the anxiety that stems from worrying about how others perceive us. Tom, you have FOPO big time.
You think he does?
I know I do, probably.
Yes.
Doing comedy, you have to go
He's
out there
worried
and
about
get people to like you.
Yeah.
Man,
I feel the
have.
opposite. I feel like even to work here, you can't have that.
It's
like, it
very
would kill you.
freeing
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care about the opinions any of you have.
But you worry about
strangers.
You worry about strangers.
No,
you
I
worry
know.
about a lot of things.
FOPO. Because I know people who have FOMO terminally. They really have that bad.
That's so bizarre to me, too.
I have a
Same. I have the opposite.
I have a fear of getting older and having to being forced to eat dog food.
Oh, really?
It's called Alpo.
No. I don't know that it applies.
No. Because it would be much funnier if Alpo started with an F. But I will grant you, it does have 4 letters.
It has the po.
And it's got the po. I say, this judge says A.
Look to the board. Yes, I'm
Psychologist Dr. Michael Gervais calls it a hidden epidemic, one that drains mental energy and fosters an unhealthy reliance on outside validation. This is all because of social media, I believe.
Well,
I didn't even read ahead.
This has existed also, though.
Yeah, but social media makes it worse.
Of course.
And that's what he says, exposing people to the curated highlights of others' lives and fueling constant comparison.
Well, that's a good way to put it. Curated highlights.
Yeah.
That is what people
It
post.
is.
Yeah, because I mean, they're not gonna. Hey, here we are on the beach. They're not gonna. Well, here's the terrible rash I got.
Yeah.
And here's my.
And thank goodness they're not.
Here's my wife kicking me out of the hotel. It's always just here we are at the
But I
beach.
think social media should be curated highlights. It makes sense to
that's
me
the
that's
point,
what
yeah.
it is.
I think it should be required. You have to take pictures at certain specific times, no matter what you're doing.
There is a challenge.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, yeah. There's a similar
out there right
challenge
now.
like that. But I think that's a good
So
idea.
kind of it's the 10:15. Got to take a picture. Really?
Huh.
But right now I'm putting in my hemorrhoid cream. Too bad.
Putting it in?
It's going on Facebook.
Does that go in?
I don't know. I've never had
We're
hemorrhoids.
on the outside.
I've never had it.
To push back against FOPO, Dr. Gervais
I've been
recommends
taking it orally. Is that right?
developing a strong sense of personal purpose, something bigger than yourself that can serve as a compass when navigating self-doubt and public pressure.
That's been my favorite thing about getting older is caring less and less. Like, I think that's
It's
what comes with it,
important
right?
not to care too much.
Yeah.
Now, you want to care some.
Care about anything or just
No, about people's opinions
right,
or
actually.
like those
It's so
things.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care none.
No, you don't?
No, I got people upset at me because I didn't wear sleeves in church last Sunday. I said, hell with it.
Well, that can...
God likes my sweaty armpits.
He does he?
Take a whiff. That's right.
They go, well, I'd rather not.
I think they brought Jesus back from the dead. Took a big whiff of these. That's
Boy,
right.
speaking of that, what makes it smell bad?
Sir, I'm just trying to go into this gas.
What makes it smell bad? A new study from the University of Florida Health may have the answer. Researchers studying mice whose brains share chemical traits with humans identified 2 specific brain cell types that assign odors as either pleasant or unpleasant.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Oh, there's only 2 types of smell? I mean, is it just plus or minus?
In this
case, there is.
Sounds like it.
Graduate fellow Sarah Sniffen.
No. Okay.
Sniffen.
Have you checked the source on this?
It says Eureka alert. It says it all depends on where those cells connect in the brain, influencing emotional reactions to scents.
Oh,
she
I
notes
see.
that we're constantly processing smells, and for some, it can deeply affect our daily lives.
So when the brain, as you smell things, you're actually developing pathways in your brain. So let's say your grandmother, who you loved dearly, cooked banana bread all the time. In that part, there was a pathway created in your brain. But if she,
and that's a pleasant smell for me.
yes, but an ex-boyfriend who wore Old Spice and treated you poorly, that pathway created is now
negative.
in the area of the negative.
Right.
Interesting.
But
Very unpleasant.
And I've always thought that dogs, for example, smell things quantitatively rather than
qualitatively.
Because you'll see a dog walk up to another dog's pile of dog poop and just huff it. You know,
really get everything in.
They never look up and go, God, this stinks. They're going, this is great.
Some things are evolutionary, like poop smells terrible so that we don't eat or wear it. you know what I mean?
Yes.
Do your dogs
product?
Right, exactly.
When your dogs do the quick circle and do the thing, their number 2 thing, do they step away and do the scratch the ground with their paws?
No, mine do not.
As though they're burying it
with his back legs. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and don't they? Isn't that's the thing with cats? Cats do bury. Isn't that an evolutionary thing that I thought was a
cats
positive?
do it when they eat. Also, they will it looks like they're trying to dig through the tile floor of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And really, because evolutionarily, they would bury whatever food they had left so they could come back for it later.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But it just looks sad when I see it. I'm just like, oh.
So this is indeed from.
We'll give you more.
This story is indeed from the University of Florida, and there is this particular scientist is named Sarah Sniffen.
That's funny.
Sniffen. But doesn't Sarah Sniffen sound like the 5th member of the Fantastic Four with like the worst superpower? All right.
He's in here somewhere.
Sarah Sniffen.
Well, Johnny Flame, where's Sarah Sniffen? She smelled trouble across town.
And by the way, The Thing, you need to wipe better.
There's a new one of those movies coming out, right?
I can't wait to not see it.
Yeah, me too.
I saw the preview. That thing gives me the creeps.
Oh, yeah, he's sort of pocky.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That kind of stone-faced thing. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Well, coming up, we're going to continue with bad smells, especially if you're in the bathroom. We also have cursive coming back in one state.
Boo.
And parents of a student hired pole dancers for his graduation party. We'll talk about that.
Parents. That's pretty rad.
Yeah, terrific. Yeah, don't applaud for each student when they come up, but after Johnny comes up, we're bringing out the hookers.
It's worse.
Okay. All right, now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by our friends at Java House. Java House, of course, is the house of Java, and they've taken over this building. We have the Java House peel and pour pods all over the place. Let me see. Here's one right here. This is the Java House Absolutely Smooth Cold Brew Colombian Medium Roast. This does not go in some contraption. You don't need a machine. You just peel the top off this little guy, pour it in, and you get, voila, this happens to be iced coffee I'm drinking right now. Java House also has... I'm about to have one of those also. The delightful Arctic Freeze hydration drink. But Java House famous for their coffee, their teas, their lattes, and energy drinks as well. And, of course, I forgot to mention earlier, the famous hot cocoa. And we have an off-label use for Java House pods, and that, of course, is bowl of vanilla ice cream or the ice cream of your choice. And then you pour a little Java House right on top of it. Delightful. I tried that over the weekend. It was great. Java House, the perfect solution for your office break room, by the way. We have it here at the Bob and Tom Studios. We couldn't be happier. And By the way, Java House has something special going on right now. They've got a little tab on their website at javahouse.com. You can sign up for a free in-office demo, see if you're eligible for that. And also there's a special discount if you mention Bob and Tom. BOBANDTOM is that special code word. javahouse.com. So coming up also we have, besides, and as you said, unusual smells in a particular place involving a lot of sitting. Mm-hmm. Probably should have said that with a little more moisture in my mouth.
We also have a story about be careful where you sit.
And sit. Key.
I said
you got it. I'm very careful about the other.
There are places.
Yes. Never. There's a whole list of places never to.
Yeah, sure.
That's not the story. But
Okay.
Hey, what's Tom doing over the barbecue grill?
Wow, you talk about some odd
hell of a sauce you got there, Grizz.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
In the next room, we have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford's from Mike and the Mechanics. This goes to Christy Lee. There's something about you. Yeah. There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snakes. Ooh. Christy Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. It gets real cold, so you don't need panties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. Q95 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Bravo.
Wow.
First I've
Did you hear
heard
them
that.
reverbs I did for you,
Yes, I
buddy?
heard
Fantastic.
that. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Brian Johnson, first, the lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to have a good time tonight, right? Hey, matey, we're going to roast up Sean and give him a nice concert for a good hour and a half. And he can like it. Yeah. He goes...
sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing Hokey Pokey. Goes, I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club and he's doing a benefit. And so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this jazz. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to bring you out. And like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come and he come and get you and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage and I get engulfed in the show.
Uh-huh.
Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow. They're playing Shoot to Thrill. Get the floor's rocking. Next song. Back in black. Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song. It's silent for like an hour, for about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, I'm playing house bells. Place is ready to riot, and the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells. All right. I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is gonna go up.
Oh my God.
People, here's what people don't understand
go
about
on.
the Bob and Tom Show. I get to be the official greeter of our guests. Great. And I believe we do have a guest waiting in the green room. Sure. And I would like to greet officially our guest, Jim Gaffigan.
Hi, how are you, Christy Lee?
How are you?
I'm good.
It's so nice
It is
to
great
see
to be
you.
here.
Not set up or anything.
You know
Wow, are you
that-
on you got your own reality show?
I do. It's called Nobody Really Cares What Christy Lee Does Behind the Scenes, but we're going to show it to him anyway. Thank you, Jim. It's so good to see you.
Okay, let's move. Let's show people what you eat back here, Christy.
Oh, well, my favorite thing is right over here. This is called chocolate-covered raisins, or I call Nirvana.
Sure. Have a.
And you know what's great is the way that's set up is like there's tons of hands going in there.
Yes.
And so hands are usually covered with feces. So.
He's absolutely right.
So now you're going to ruin my favorite.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Having a great time. Thank you so much for joining us. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Jess Hooker, Jeff Oske's here, Ace Cosby, of course. Hey, I'm Josh Arnold, and Tom, it looks like Hooker has set us up with a round of drinks.
Yeah, we were just trying those new Oreos, the Selena Gomez Oreos. I gave them a big thumbs up.
Yeah, pretty good.
Christy did not like. I could barely tell the difference.
Well, I think I was saying I had just eaten some oatmeal that was pretty flavorful, and I don't know if that had something to do with it.
Flavorful oatmeal?
She is right.
Yeah, it's I don't
Apple cinnamon or something?
something like that. Yeah, very good. Kodiak brand. I like
Okay,
very much.
but these are sodas, and where are these from?
These, Mike Mark's son brought them for us to try. Yeah, Patrick.
They're an independent brand, I'm assuming.
It's Lester's Fixins.
Oh, I love the name.
Lester's, and there's a picture of Lester on the.
Hi, Lester.
Looks like an affable chap.
Yeah. This one's sweet corn, made with pure cane sugar.
Oh,
and it's yellow. It's very yellow. There's lots of yellow dye.
I can smell it from here.
It does look like a urine sample. It is very yellow. Okay,
It smells exactly like a can of corn.
It sure does.
So we're trying that first, the sweet corn.
It tastes better than it smells.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It is.
It's delicious.
Corny.
It is.
It's like corn on the cob with fizz in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It tastes like somebody poured cream soda into a can of corn.
Yeah.
And I'm going to set it aside.
Yes.
Well, you don't like it?
It's not for me, no. But
it has a cotton candy aftertaste, I would say, almost. Like, that's how sugary it is.
Yeah.
Yes. There's no doubt that it's corn, though.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, we're going to see that when we poop.
You think so?
Well, hang on a second. I'm trying to process this. So, okay, you're right.
That's how corny it is.
Yeah, okay, good.
That's how corny it is.
Is the idea of this to drink it on ice?
I guess. I don't know.
It's so odd, but it tastes great, but a lot of sugar.
When it's something like this and it's such a specific flavor, I always think, this would be a good mixer. What are we mixing this with to make a cocktail? Yeah, I don't know.
Vodka, probably.
A very Midwestern cocktail.
Corn and potatoes?
You could make a Mexican street corn cocktail, a little tequila.
You could. Ooh,
salt the rim. That's because whenever anyone asks me what the best thing I've eaten, no jokes, please, in the last decade, I always say I had, when I was down in Austin, I had this Mexican street corn, and it was incredible. And I always think about how good that would be, make a nice cocktail. This really is delicious, but if it's all sugar.
It's a lot of sugar.
It's not bad. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to suggest that it's not good.
But I think you've nailed it. I think this would be great for some kind of a mixed drink.
Yeah. That's what I...
Should we try the bacon soda?
We can.
Is this the same company?
Yeah, Lester's Fixins again, and it's pure cane sugar.
Now, I don't smell bacon.
No.
You're exactly correct. I don't either. The first one it smells just like a can of corn.
Yes, it does.
So with the can of corn, there's yellow 5, there's yellow 6, there's a lot of, obviously, coloring in this. With this, there is a natural coloring. If you guys had to guess what it was to color this, what would you guess?
Beets?
Exactly. It's beet juice.
Okay.
Now, aren't a lot of these colorings about to become illegal, these food dyes? It's not a business, some big thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
That's bad for the clothes.
So how does
I don't really know what that means. But
how does the bacon soda taste?
Let's find out.
No, thanks.
Wow, a collective
Yeah. Face says it all here.
I don't.
Horrible.
Oh no, there is. I get some of the fat.
A crispy,
Yes, exactly.
You could taste the crispy parts of the bacon.
As odd as that sounds, she's exactly right.
Yeah.
It tastes like crispy.
Yeah, like the crispy parts.
The first one,
darker parts of the bacon.
The corn may have ruined my palate.
Yeah, I can taste
You know what
that.
this tastes
You
like?
want to try it, Ace?
What are you drinking?
It's coffee. It tastes just like coffee.
Java House coffee.
It is. I don't know. Somehow they have captured a very specific.
It's
part.
almost that charred, smoky kind of. It's fine. I really like these small label brands and stuff like that. But
I
You
don't
could
get
use it with Bloody
anything.
Marys or something.
You could. You could make a
maybe that's what it's for.
carbonated Bloody Mary.
I don't taste anything with that one.
There's not much to it.
The first one, if you'd given it to me blindfolded, I would go corn. That one, I would go.
Not sure. I don't think we'd guess it.
Weird soda pop.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
maybe
fine.
you should. Who's a big boozer around here? Oscar, you drink the hard stuff, don't you?
I'm a huge boozer.
I'm mixing the corn with the bacon.
No, don't do it.
I'm going to do bacon corn soda.
I'm with you. I'm going to go with you.
It probably works.
I'm going to do it with you.
All right, I'm going to try to keep a poker face first.
Okay, yep, same.
Okay, he's drinking the bacon corn soda.
It's not good.
Okay.
But you still taste both.
I know.
Yeah, very clearly you taste
What a
both.
palate. Will someone please try to making a
I'll do this. Yeah, no
Mexican
problem.
street corn tequila drink?
Yes, I will. I will do that.
Okay, sounds very good. Now, when we last left you, I believe we were with
tequila.
No,
Doctor.
he's not going to try
That's
it.
my heavy.
That's my favorite.
When I'm not drinking beer, I'm drinking tequila.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
You drink beer?
I do drink beer.
You knew
boy,
that.
I can drink beer.
No, I thought you retired from Sir Mix. What was it? Who were you, Sir?
Sir Dude the Party Night.
Yeah, I thought you retired from that.
Doesn't mean he doesn't like beer.
Sir Dude the Party Night hasn't retired per se. It just hasn't had the opportunity to show up anymore.
And what is it?
Less appearance.
What are the regulations to become Sir Dude the Party Night?
I have to polish off a 12-pack of cans.
And then you put the 12-pack on your head.
That's right, and become Sir Dude the Party Night. So if it's ever going to happen, 4th of July weekend is when it will. So will it be this year? I'll let you know.
What would it take for you to become Sir Dude the Party Night? When we'll film it, and I will interrogate you when you are at peak Sir Dudeness.
Have you met Sir Dude the Intervention yet?
Pat has.
That's a lot of fun.
It would be like that drunk history show.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
boy. Because the reason it could happen over July 4th weekend is because on Saturday or something, I could start at 11 a.m.
Yeah, right.
But if we were to, if I were to try to get Sir Dude here on a regular weekday morning,
right?
Ooh,
tough call.
Yeah.
You can't drink 12 beers in 4 hours.
Oh,
yeah, that could be done.
But do I want to? That's the thing.
We could wreck the rest of your
There was a time where I wanted to. Now
we could make arrangements for you to be limoed home.
Sir Dude would not go home. That limo
would go to a bar at 10 o'clock. You'd be off on your way to a bar.
We would find him passed out in the field the next morning.
Limo's going everywhere.
Josh, where are you? When does the Ale Emporium open up? 11, Josh, 11.
Where are you? Somewhere on the Dan Ryan.
If you're just joining us, hello. Thank you for joining us. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom program. And we do have Christy Lee over there.
Yeah.
She is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
A couple in Taiwan facing scrutiny after hiring pole dancers to perform at their son's graduation. It gets worse. According to CTI-TV News, the incident took place just after the graduation ceremony conducted at Taichung Municipal Junior High School.
You almost got municipal, but you didn't get it.
Yeah.
You got that extra N in there, municipal.
Municipal.
That's your one word you can never get right. I have several I can't do, but that's...
Students and parents watched in shock as two women began their performance while a young boy was invited to stand between them.
By the way, that should read... The guys were not in shock. I'm sure they were.
The moms were in shock.
Yeah, they were
Police
delighted.
responded to the scene and dispersed the gathering. The boy's mother told local media, quote, "Other parents organized various programs for the graduation ceremony, so I wanted ours to be more creative than theirs." She said, "I hope this will be an unforgettable graduation gift for my son."
Was this at a residential graduation party?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. This was at the ceremony.
I mean,
It was at the ceremony?
Yeah.
How did they ever get away with that?
They had a van.
Just after the ceremony, as people were going out, apparently.
Okay.
And they're outside.
They were outside,
Gotcha.
And they had a van with two poles on the top.
Oh, I see.
What?
And by the way,
that's what I read.
It's a junior high school.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So you graduate, let's say,
Eighth grade.
How old are you? I don't remember.
14
or
15?
15?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, my son
Jimmy
graduated.
would have loved that, huh?
Yes.
There would have been a third pole.
Will you allow me to get your son a stripper?
I don't. I'm a very evolved parent. So perhaps.
Now, how would you feel if say, a little league coach of 13-year-olds took them to Hooters after a game?
I would have no feelings about it.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think that there's I don't know. I know there's a lot of parents that would be mad about it, but I don't.
What's the new Hooters called?
Tilted Kilt.
And Twin Peaks.
Oh, Twin Peaks.
The so-called restaurants.
Yeah.
I mean, it's inappropriate. And that's coming from a rad bastard like me.
I'm just joking. It's inappropriate.
Yeah, because this is kind of like that.
No, that's
because
not like
I mean,
that.
no, you eighth graders walking out and they see essentially strippers.
It's no good. You can't do it, but it's also awesome.
Between that and
if you're the kids, yes, yeah.
Well, honestly,
he said he was embarrassed.
I was going to say my son would have been mortified.
Yeah, this
if
kid
I
said he
did
was
that for
mortified.
Yeah, my
by
son
it.
would be mortified.
Yeah. He'd be
He'd be mortified in front of you.
How does your son feel about you?
Oh, I don't.
He likes you.
He likes you. Yeah.
I mean, does he?
Yes.
Does he come up and tell because he knows how funny you are? Does he come up and do jokes for you? And
Yeah.
Dad,
well,
try this one.
I don't want to know.
Does he go try this joke?
No.
Do you find that your kids are like my son is very open with me? We
Yeah,
have
all
a
of my
lot
kids are way too open with
things
me.
I would never have talked about with my dad.
I think
my
that's
son
a new
does.
thing, but I think it might be a sign of good
It is.
communication.
It's yeah.
Oh, I shut them off instantly.
Yeah, there are still things I won't talk to my
No, there's times when I'm like, I don't want to know this.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
good, but
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
My thing is, I want to know. I would be most mad that I want to know which parents the narc calling the cops.
Yeah.
Like that's who would make me mad as the other.
the other
parent.
family?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, which one of your friends' parents suck?
Yeah.
No, that's the worst part about being a parent is your kid's friends' parents.
Oh, that is the worst.
Like sometimes all of my son's friends' parents are awesome, but they aren't. Like
Yes.
you're like, oh great, I get to hang out with the orthodontist for 2 hours and hear about whatever
Yes.
orthodontist talk.
Right.
Why can't you be friends with the dude whose dad's a Hell's Angel?
Right.
I want to party with that guy.
Yeah.
Now, you just attended a graduation.
I did.
Did they applaud Did they hold their applause till the end? This is my pet
You'll love
peeve.
this. They did not announce to hold applause.
Oh, good.
They were loud.
Good. Perfect.
Every parent, you could tell which ones, like that was the first of their generation to graduate. And the guy doing the announcing waited for everything to die down before announcing the next.
Good. That's the way it should be.
Is that a small? Did you have a small graduating class though?
250.
Oh, that's not small. That's pretty normal.
When did this thing start about don't applaud for each kid? What?
But parents were losing their minds, and I loved it.
Yeah.
It was happening in the 90s. They would say,
we weren't allowed to,
but nobody did.
It never worked.
Yeah,
It never worked.
They
It's a
didn't even
celebration.
make the announcement. No
Okay, yeah.
announcement.
That's
good.
probably good.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Let's see, where are we? Oh, wait a minute. We got to do something else there. I did want to do something real quick. We had that story earlier, Christy.
Yeah.
And I forget the name of the scientist was Dr. Sniffen.
Sarah Sniffen.
And it was really a story about the science of bad smells. And obviously, in her case, her name led her to her
Name was
career.
your destiny.
But it reminded me of this, and see if you recognize this and why this is relevant to our current discussion. Do you know what this is, Miss Hooker?
I don't.
It's a very good song.
This is a great song.
Coming back to it all? Anybody?
Oh.
Sure.
Great guitar. You got this, Jeffrey? No?
No.
On a Saturday
Night.
I don't know.
Something tears, right?
Yes. And the news story is a hint as to what the first part is.
Yeah.
Sniffing tears.
That's right.
Sniffing the tears.
What?
Sniffing the tears.
So it's spelled like sniff and the tears, like sniff in.
Yeah, the name of the band, Sniff and the Tears.
What's the name of the song, though?
Driver's Seat.
Driver's Seat.
Yeah, the hook's coming up
Man.
here in a second.
I like it.
Yeah.
Great guitar falling in there.
Oh.
Here's the chorus here, right? Yeah, that was their only hit, right, Ace?
Yeah. Must have been, but boy, it's great.
Yeah, terrific song. Sniffing the Tears.
Drive
if your name is Sniffin', I hope she's familiar with that song. Don't you think? I mean, if there was a song called Oskay, I mean, you'd probably be familiar with it, I would think.
Well, Will Power wasn't familiar with the Will Power song.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We like to highlight the obscure
Yes,
on
we
this
do.
program. Coming up, we got our buddy Peter Frampton in the news.
And you're going to do history. You're not going to forget today.
Oh, jeez. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks, Mom.
That's what I'm here for, Pat. Keep you guys in line.
Oh, I mean,
Doing under there.
I'm
That
touching
looks
myself.
bad. He's trying to warm up, but it looks really, really bad.
I have my hands down and my legs here.
did you ever hear that great story about the lady cutting hair, and there'd been a this is from a friend of ours whose wife is a hairdresser person.
Eddie?
That
Well, his mother. We also have one of his kids here.
there'd been a report that there was a man pleasuring himself while getting his hair cut.
Under the cape?
Under the cape.
Yeah. This happened to her?
Well, no,
Oh.
but so she's cutting hair and she sees this sort of up and down thing happening
Yeah.
under the cape.
No.
And the guy was cleaning his glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good ending.
See, it had a happy ending, the story, but not a happy ending in the actual.
Well, unless he was cleaning.
Yeah, glasses with his penis. Okay. Today's show really off the rails completely. Get your life on the rails with our friends at the Silac Insurance Company. What am I talking about? Well, the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. What are they all about? They're all about something called annuities. What is an annuity? Well, it means when you retire, you have a steady paycheck that's still going to come in. And what's interesting about this is your retirement money is not going to run out. With an annuity, you're not going to outlive your money, and you're not going to run out of cash. It's designed so that you can retire comfortably, and it's designed also so in the next few years or so, you'll be comfortable knowing that when that time comes, you're going to be prepared for it. So what you do is you want to get some information, obviously. The Silac Insurance Company can give you all the information you need about annuities, and some restrictions apply, so find out what you need to know by going to silacins.com, and that's SILAC. ins.com. An easier way just to find out information is to take your phone and call pound 250 and then say the words out loud, lifetime income. So that pound sign that now they call it, I guess, a hashtag, pound 250 and say lifetime income to find out about the information that you need to know about annuities. Pound 250 and say lifetime income from the Silac Insurance Company annuities. Plan on it, live on it with our friends from the Silac Insurance Company. Coming up, a little bit of news about Mr. Frampton, and we'll do a little bit of history for you and sexy time on the way from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We have Etta May in the studio with us. Etta May is the mother of several. What is the official count now?
4.
Okay, great.
Not counting my husband. Yeah.
You're done, right?
Thank you. My oldest boy, Bud, is 17, and then Corona, she is 16, and Miller is 13, and then Jack is 8.
There's a theme there.
Well,
Jack.
no, trust me, after the third one, I had graduated to hard liquor.
Understood.
It helps. And Jack is just a dream.
Is he?
My little 8-year-old. He started kindergarten this year, so we're very
He's 8? Wow.
Yeah. Chick, take you back, doesn't
Yes, it does.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
That kid's huge.
Nothing like being 20 during your senior year in high school.
You're popular.
Yeah.
You can drive and
drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Drive your buddies around.
Yeah. So we're very proud of him. And my 17-year-old is problems are arising. And I'm seeing flags. Let's put it down. The other day he walked in the house. He had pierced his bottom lip.
Ooh.
Jeez.
And tried to hide it from me. It's like, you know what? Be a man. Own it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hide it. And it's, it's like, hello, you got a spike sticking out your bottom lip.
Man up.
I might notice that at breakfast when Cheerios keep getting hung up on it. Yeah, my son, for his graduating class, now looks like a ring toss game. Okay? Yeah, he tries to hide it, and it's like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to my room, okay? And it's like, come here, what's the matter with you? Why are you talking? Come here. And I said, put your hand down. And it's like, oh, honey, what did you do? And I said, did that hurt going in? Did it hurt coming out?
Oh.
Hey, any holes be put in my kid's head, I'll do it. The problem is the kid he runs with. That's the bad influence. This kid has so many piercings, he looks like he was attacked by a nail gun, okay? Somebody from Home Depot did a drive-by on him. I mean, I call him Tackle Box.
Sounds attractive.
Oh, yeah. Gunner, you can take him fishing.
Really?
He's got a couple fish hooks right here.
Oh, yeah.
About 13 lures in his ear, a couple sinkers coming out of his nose.
It's convenient, yeah.
The kid can't even walk past my refrigerator without all the magnets going.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
One of the things I like about you is you don't necessarily lower your sights when it comes to some of the things you do. You're willing to go out on a limb.
Oh, I have no sights.
You're willing to go out
blind.
You're willing to go out on a limb and do an impression that perhaps most people aren't going to pick up on.
I'm fearless,
and I respect you for that.
Thank you.
Especially when there's a high quality to the message, and of course, I'm referring to Gregory Peck.
Oh yes.
Now, Gregory Peck. Gregory Peck, not familiar to everybody necessarily. A brilliant actor.
Not everyone knows who he is.
That's right. But if there was a period of time in which he was a big leading man.
Mm-hmm.
He was
one of the biggest stars in Hollywood,
and he was in something you don't see much anymore unless you look hard, and that is what I would call an important movie.
Yeah.
There are a lot of great movies out there, usually
The Omen,
independent movies.
No, Boys from Brazil.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, I don't mean the.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying. There are a lot of great movies out there these days, but they tend to kind of, you got to look for them. A lot of the stuff that gets a lot of publicity is just a bunch of crap with a bunch of crashes and the same old junk. But
To Kill a Mockingbird was a great film.
One of the great films of all time. And,
Yes.
and you do one of the few tributes to it.
Well, yeah, it's a great movie. You learn a lot about tolerance and diversity from it and stuff. But it was made in like 1960 or whatever, and America's changed a lot since then. There's a lot of groups in this country, not even just racial or ethnic groups, groups of people who define themselves a certain way. And a new one pops up every week. We're like, all right, we're weird, but you better like us, or you're a jerk. Like, all right, we'll write you down on the list. Yeah. If they made To Kill a Mockingbird now, it'd be like 10 hours long to cover all these different groups.
How true.
Atticus Finch would be out there, tell his little daughter,
Now, Scout, remember how I told you that black folks are just the same as we are, and we're to treat them with respect. Well, the same goes for these Shiite fundamentalists who just moved in across the streets. They just believe different things than we do. So if you see them out there stoning one of their women to death for sneezing on Wednesday, you pay them no mind. Nobody likes a nosy Nelly. And in this house over here live coprophiliacs. Those are people who derive sexual pleasure from human feces. Now, just because they're unrepentant dump truckers and we're not doesn't mean that we are somehow better than they are. They work hard like all Americans to put food on their table so they can eat it and poop it out and have sex. I don't know how it works.
I don't want to know how it works.
You just have to be tolerant.
no Oscars for that movie.
No. Mike McRae.
How about that?
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Christy Lee. Christy, what's your favorite type of apple?
Oh, Honeycrisp, no question.
Pat Godwin.
The Honeycrisp, yeah.
Jess Hooker.
I'm with them. Honeycrisp all the way.
Jeff Oskey.
Gala.
Ace Cosby.
Granny.
Granny Smith or some other granny that we're aware. I am a gala man.
Yeah.
Says Josh Arnold. And there's Tom. Tom?
The Red Delicious has been pushing out.
Granny Clampett, she's hot.
What's the pink one? There's one that's
Pink
a
Lady?
Pink lady? Okay.
I'm a gala, and I don't think I'll ever
Pink
go to anything
Lady's
else.
a little tart, isn't it?
Oh, she's a bitch.
She's a little tart. You talk about intimacy. I've never seen.
What are the best baking apples, Jess Hooker?
Oh, Granny Smith.
That's what you want for a pie?
Yeah, for a pie. Yeah,
Okay.
that tartness, and then you add all the sugar, and it balances out.
I see.
Welcome to our cooking show.
My first job from 5th grade through 8th grade was working at the apple orchard every fall, picking up drops for cider. So if you never knew where your apple cider comes from, it comes from all the rotten apples that fall on the ground. They put it in a big smasher, and that's how you get your
But
cider.
don't you love that they're able to upcycle that way?
Oh, yeah. There's a ton of bees.
I was going to say, did you get stumped?
Yeah, do they deworm them?
No. Nope. They just take them all
cook 'em
and
out.
dump them in a big stone crusher. And
little worm's not going to hurt you.
Nah.
Worms and bees. Wasps.
What, do they take the mud vein out of the worm at least?
Nope. You're eating worm poop.
Yep. Okay.
Every apple's 80%
Now they'll
worm.
never have apple cider ever again.
No, you won't. It's gross.
Oh, I will. I know it's
delicious. They
a wonderful
filter that.
autumnal beverage.
Yeah, I'm
they
sure they
filter
run it
it.
through a filter. Get all the guts out.
Yeah, this is like everything else. You don't want to know, as they say, you don't want to know how the sausage is made. It's like meeting your heroes, Josh.
Oh, God.
Like when you met me and you realized, oh, geez, what a dick. Wait a minute.
Hey,
Or was
speaking
it?
of that, my hero, Peter Frampton, in the news today. Best known for his 1976 live album, of course, Frampton Comes Alive. He made headlines last week after halting a live show to directly address unruly audience members. In the video clip, widely circulated on TikTok, it shows Mr. Frampton, who's now 75, pausing mid-song to admonish concert goers who were reportedly talking loudly during his set.
No, I'll pause for a second. Christy and I just saw Peter, a couple months ago?
Yeah.
If you get a chance, please, if you're a fan, go see Mr. Frampton. He has to sit on stage because he's dealing with a fairly serious disorder, but he's playing great, and he is singing. His singing is as good as ever, if not better.
Yeah, if you would think you were in 1976, if you close your eyes, it's amazing.
Please tell me he admonished the crowd using the box.
Yeah. Yes. Would you please shut the ass up?
No, but he did put it out on an album called Frampton Comes Unglued.
But I had a chance to talk with him. He's a good friend of the show, and I'm telling you, go see him. He's great.
What were the folks doing?
Peter said, quote, "Pay attention. I don't want to see you talking all the time. Why'd you come?
They were apparently talking for the whole show.
Just go sit somewhere else because you're pissing me off." And it would take a lot to piss off
No
Mr.
kidding.
Frampton.
I would think so, and let alone if you know if it's angering Peter, it's angering 50 people.
Exactly. That was met with applause from more attentive fans, many of whom took to social media to praise the artist for defending the concert experience. One user wrote, quote, "They have the honor and privilege of seeing Peter Frampton and they talk the whole time. Wow." Another noted that the outburst was uncharacteristic of Peter, describing him as usually chill and gracious on stage, which I can attest to. I've seen him many, many times
this
live.
must have been really bad.
Yeah, really annoying.
But you see this all the time. I mean, at movies or whatever.
I know. It's gotten crazy.
It's awful.
We went to see the stage play Hamilton, which I know is not your thing necessarily, Josh, but I thought it was interesting. I've seen it a few times. It's really good. So one time I go to see it, and the lady like right behind us is singing everything really loud. It's like, lady, could we let the professionals handle this? We know you've been here before.
Oh, that happens. Ooh, boy.
Yikes. Shut up. Now, Christy has reminded me that we've managed to not do Today in History. I keep forgetting. But it's important that we do this to educate you, the public.
Well, at least you're happy about it.
No. I enjoy my role as a teacher.
Am I not correct every time we miss it? Oh, we didn't do history.
Okay, here we go. No, you're right. I appreciate it. Okay, Christy, since you started it, Lucian B. Smith invented this in 1867. It really did change the West.
Did he eventually have this company with another person?
Smith & Wesson? Is that what
No, but that's a very good guess.
I would have thought that maybe earlier. But
the railroad.
Oh, wait. Cooking oil.
No, the answer is barbed wire.
Barbed wire?
That's not Wesson. Smith.
Smith & Wesson.
My bad. I was half paying attention.
I bet I was 15 or 16 when I learned that it was barbed wire and not bob wire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I said bob wire forever.
I thought it was just barb. Yeah, not barbed.
It's barbed wire, of course, which of course led to the tattoo industry, as we know it, with starring Pamela Anderson.
If your family has farms, you find out at a very young age, what barbed wire means.
I even knew that they had barbs, but I still thought it was bob wire. It was crazy.
Rip the hell out of you.
Okay, let's see. That's too depressing. Okay, here we go. 1929, Herbert Hoover authorizes construction of what becomes what, Pat Godwin?
Vacuum cleaner.
That's right.
The Hoover Dam, you idiot.
No kidding.
Okay. That was too easy. Let's see now. Here we go. This is for you, Josh. Ridley Scott creates a world in the year 1982. What was the movie?
Blade Runner.
Very good. How about this one? Purple Rain is released by what artist, Mr. Oskey?
Barney the Dinosaur.
Oh, exactly. That of
Prince,
course.
of course.
Yes.
Oh, you...
Have you ever seen that movie? That is some really bad.
Yes, I've seen it.
Really bad
I
acting.
like looking at
I haven't
Prince.
seen it.
Which one?
Purple Rain.
Try watching the next one, Under the Cherry
You
Moon.
like it?
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Watch Under the Cherry Moon is some of the worst acting you will ever see in your
I
life.
liked Purple Rain too. Wasn't Link his dad in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
the
a
play-
graffiti
Mod
bridge,
Squad.
man.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it makes Elvis's worst movie look good. Put it that way. When
Elvis had no bad movie.
You mean
when
Clambake?
when it comes to the acting, not the music.
Is that the one with Anne Margaret sunbathing?
Let's see now. Happy birthday, George Orwell, famous for Josh.
Predicting the future, if you ask me. Nailed it. 1984 and The Great Animal Farm. If you've never read Animal Farm, it's really wonderful.
Did you have to read that in school?
I chose to because I'm a dork.
Oh, we had to. It was an assigned reading.
Oh,
here.
isn't it a fun one?
Yeah, it's great.
And there's a new movie coming out of Animal Farm.
Oh.
So.
Hogs get the gravy, just like Auntie Mame. I don't know what that means. Sorry.
Just the movie was coming.
Happy birthday, Carly Simon.
Couldn't wait for her birthday to get here. Such
so vain.
anticipation.
Oh, thank you, Pat. There you go.
Is it 100% certified that she's singing about Warren Beatty?
Pretty
I
much.
think it
thought
is,
so.
yeah.
That's the
Jagger
song. You're so vain.
You're so vain, yeah.
I love her smile.
I do too.
It's so unique. I love it.
I like her.
She's gorgeous. I've seen her. She was sitting behind me at a concert with James Taylor once.
Holy cow!
What concert were you at?
Randy Newman in
Two Life Crew.
in Lincoln Center was amazing. She's gorgeous. Wow. Let's see. That's too depressing. Wow, a lot of dead folks here having a birthday.
Well, we can celebrate them.
No, that's okay. I mean, I really liked Anthony Bourdain, born in this state in '56.
Oh,
I was just watching him yesterday.
reading a book about him right now.
How about this one? Busy Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, she's funny.
Freaks and Geeks
Yeah,
and the very underrated and awfully titled but hilarious show Cougar Town.
Yes, I
like that.
loved that show.
Yes.
Loved that show.
Born in 1979 on this state. Well, there we go. Thank you, and I hope you are feeling well educated and happy. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. During these commercial breaks, I get to enjoy some quiet time here in the studio. That's right. That's because while everyone else is in the break room waiting in line for that dirty old coffee machine, I'm enjoying some Josh time. Yes, just me and my Java House Peel and Pour pod. That's right. The rest of them can spend the next 6 minutes fighting over who gets to drink from that outdated technology. Not me. I just grab my favorite Java House pod, peel back the lid like so, pour it into my hot water here, and the rest of the break is just Josh and his amazingly smooth coffee. Barista quality. That's it. No muss, no fuss, no brewer required. Smooth as can be.
Hey, Josh. Sorry I'm late. I was standing behind all those guys at the coffee machine. They're blocking my way.
Yeah, go figure, huh? Isn't it time you broke up with your brewer? Get started at javahouse.com and use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Oh boy.
We wrote a 10-minute song about chick capping the oil spill.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
What? Anybody want to hear this?
Yeah.
What
now?
I don't.
No, I'm puzzled. Chick McGee capping the oil spill?
Yeah, we just thought up a stupid little song. The problem is you got to get somebody to be able to go down that deep. It's humanly impossible
I've been down
for somebody
80
to do that.
I've been down 80 feet.
So the first part of the song has to do with getting chicks' blood pressure down enough to where we can get him down.
Oh, gosh, yeah. My impending death. This is hilarious. Go.
There we go.
Yeah.
This may not be funny. I don't know.
Well, that's all right. So
you
far,
couldn't measure chicks' blood pressure. It was 20/10 or less. Chick had been married about 13 times. He'd fought the IRS. Chick was immune to pressure. His heart would barely beat. And the question was, could Chick McGee go down 5,000 feet?
I don't know.
All right. Getting my bearings.
Fair enough.
Chick Scuba died for sucking treasure and sold the gold he'd found. And one day Chick bought a submarine. He could take it a mile down. Wasn't any telling how far down Chick would dive. Would it go down to the bottom, and would Chick still survive? Christy, don't move the paper while I'm saying.
I was trying to help.
Could Chick cap off an oil spell? We'd have to oil spell. Can I do that again?
Spell.
Could Chick cap off an oil spill? We'd have to wait and see. He'd pump gas at a Chevron, and Chick despise BP. Now you can hurry him. Wouldn't want to do it quicker. Chick would pump gas at a Chevron, and Chick despised BP because the BP station had a guy with a mullet and an Aussie satin coat who'd stand in the road and yelling at cars trying to sell some stupid boat.
that guy.
Donnie Baker, yeah.
Chick stopped the spill in about 10 minutes and came back up for air. Then he closed the hatch down one more time and drove it back down there. And Chick mooned Donnie Baker on the BP camera a mile down at sea. And Barack Obama, that's what's known as audacity. So don't tell me about audacity. Let's find somebody who can whip the ass of somebody at BP. Don't tell me about audacity. Yeah, show me a man that's smart and gracious, a man that's sort of spacious. The man who defines audacious. Chick McGee. The song would have been better if Christy had moved the paper quick.
Yeah, I have to blame Christy.
I apologize.
Pat, are you ready to do your movie review?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
We can do
okay.
that. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Big week this week. Talking about the new movie Sex and the City 2.
Now, should we explain that the way you have a very interesting way of making sure that your reviews are not biased? You don't chum around with the stars.
I do not chum around with the stars.
And
as little as possible.
You don't associate pretty much with the movie itself.
Do not do that.
So, in other words, you don't go to the movie.
I don't interact with the movie in any way.
By seeing it.
By seeing it,
Right,
I try not to think about
that
it.
would bias your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Once you've seen a movie, there's no way you can be objective about it. You have been foiled. The content is in your head, and there's no way you can do it. Now, this week, Sex and the City 2. Carrie, Amanda, Mary Kate, and Ashley return for the sequel. There will be sex, followed by brunch, during which a penis will be ridiculed. There will be giggling and togetherness. Cynthia Nixon, shockingly, not returning for the sequel. I don't know if you know that. The role of Amanda is played by a broom with a face drawn on it. Sarah Jessica Parker does return, and contrary to early rumors, the role of Carrie is not played by Super Saver. Winner of the Kentucky Derby. Super Saver. Obviously, these are some heavy-duty female role models, but you don't have to go to the movies to hear about strong women, as you'll see in this edition of the Unbiased Movie Review, which is also ripped from the headlines.
Really?
Yes. In Minnesota, a mother has given birth in the car while driving herself to the hospital. Well, what does she want? A medal? One time I soiled myself on the way home from the airport. Nobody seemed to think that was much of a miracle.
Yeah.
The only difference is that mine didn't scream coming out. In fact, it was almost eerily quiet. There was a whimper. I'm not sure which end it came out of. Ripped from the headlines. Yes. Sex and the City 2. Definitely a movie for females. Well, what's wrong with seeing something a little soft and fun? You need it sometimes after watching all the violence in the news. One of Spain's most famous matadors remains in critical condition after sucking the horn of one of Spain's most famous bulls. Julio Aparicio was gored through the throat, his jawbone fractured, his tongue pierced, his soft palate smashed. Doctors say he may never say, "That's delicious" again. Now on.
Remember George the Animal Steel would eat the turnbuckle? Oh, I'm sorry. You caught us talking wrestling. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee's at the Silac Insurance Company.
And now back to Kierkegaard versus Hegel.
Desk. There's Pat Godwin. Hello. Jessica Alsman has joined us.
Hi.
Jeff Oskey's there. Yeah. Ace Cosby. Hey, I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom.
You guys are having the most fun, sweet, wonderful wrestling conversation, and then Tom walked in. And
That's all right.
Oh, it had to end. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't a wrestling fan?
We grew up in the heyday of
I went to
WWF.
There's a very unfortunate rumor. There's a very unfortunate rumor that I will not quote on the radio right now involving Ric Flair.
Oh.
And some allegations of something that may or may not have happened in the Tampa area.
Well,
I heard,
talking
though,
about that.
In the court, he has pleaded, woo!
I think the smell might have been, woohoo! But we're not going to explore that. Right now, we have Jessica Alsman joining us. We've switched Jessicas. You know, she doesn't know it, but we've switched Jessicas. Now, the reason I want to play a little something for you here, see if you recognize this song. We just did this a few minutes ago. You might have been listening. Let me give this a try here. This is a song from, what is this, 80-something, Ace? Oh, wait a minute.
That ain't it.
Oh, that's a great one. That's from the 70s. That's a long time running. Sorry, this is the one I wanted to play here. Sorry. Let me skip ahead a little bit. Hang on a second. There we go. Recognize this?
No.
Yeah, it's hard when you get 3-second excerpts.
And not the chorus.
A quality radio person would have gotten it immediately, right, Ace?
Sorry.
I'm working with. Here we go.
Got it now?
I'm so sorry.
Here comes the chorus, I think.
Oh.
Nope. No chorus.
No, you don't know this song, clearly.
I don't.
No, I'm talking to Tom.
Oh.
What can I do?
Here it comes. Maybe not. Oh, wow. Another verse. Jesus.
To get to the chorus.
Could we get to the chorus, fellas?
There kind of isn't a chorus. It's just them going driver's seat.
Driver's seat.
There it is.
Yeah. That's the hook there.
Oh.
Driver's seat. Does that ring a bell at all?
Still don't know it.
That's all right. You shouldn't. It's not a.
Then this next parody that Pat's going to do is going to be meaningless.
Well, you set it up pretty
Just the
well.
one person. I mean, I think the rest of us know it.
New survey out there reveals how much time the average American spends using their phones on the toilet in a year. QS Supplies polled 1,000 people and discovered Americans spend about 2 full days a year scrolling on the toilet.
No, not at the same time.
Well, of course not.
Right.
That'd be rough.
Yeah.
Hey, is Jim there? No, sorry. He's doing his 2 days in the toilet this week.
Americans spend more than 4.5 days a year scrolling on Instagram and TikTok while on the toilet. That's based on 18 minutes a day, 9 minutes per session, twice a day.
Nice.
Gen Z leads all generations in toilet phone use,
Toilet phone use.
spending 54 hours per year scrolling while seated.
Now, is this primarily, do you think, Instagram, Facebook?
It said Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was actually researching something else.
I saw that. That's what a good listener does.
Yeah.
I read this 6 hours ago. If you'd like to join me at 4 in the morning.
I'm going to do that. You're just sitting here reading.
Over 6 in 10 people admit to staying on the toilet longer just to finish something on their phone. The average time people spend on dating apps while using the toilet is 13 minutes.
See, that seems
hilarious.
A little bit odd.
Yeah, how'd you meet Mom? Well, I swiped right while I was taking a dump.
Only 1 in 4 people admit to cleaning their phones after using them in the bathroom. And 5% admit to attending a Zoom meeting or conference call while on the toilet.
So if 5% admit it, that means it might be closer to 10 or 15% that do it.
Oh.
No, that would be rough. Because you can turn the camera off. Obviously.
Yes, but still.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And I think if you turn the camera off, you're showing that you're not paying attention. I think it's rude.
But I often catch people on the phone in the bathroom and you can hear them. And you know whoever they're talking to knows it too.
I'm bad about that.
Have you
talking or just doing because I'll do Wordle
be
or
talking on the phone and have to use the restroom, and I go in and try to make it quiet, and then as I'm stepping out of the bathroom, I try to flush and run so they can't hear.
you got to hit the mute button. The other thing is the what is the word? The timbre of your voice. You walk in that echoey bathroom, and they might be picking up on that on the other end of the phone call.
Oh, they know.
Yeah. But I will find myself sitting there longer than necessary if I'm doing like Wordle or connections.
Yeah.
So there may be a connection between
your phone?
between people who get hemorrhoids and struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee hemorrhoids
done
are
that
going
story,
up.
yeah.
On how evil the editors of Connections are on those other games you end up playing on your phone.
You know who talks on the phone while going to the bathroom? Foreign truckers.
Yeah.
If you go to a truck stop and you walk in the bathroom, it sounds like a UN meeting.
Oh, wow.
You are not wrong.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
What nationality?
Mostly Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What are they talking about? Are they talking in a foreign language?
Yes. Yeah.
Are they talking?
No, because it'd be much better if it was just in a funny accent.
What would that sound like?
I said, no way. No way.
No.
No, let him do it.
Pat's got a song, and I have a mortgage.
He's not taking all of us with us. I'm convinced that the smarter people will go, all right, he's gone. We'll keep you guys.
I hope.
So people are sitting on the toilet seat.
Yeah, and we had a parody, a satire, if you will, of the Sniffin' Tears hit song, Driver's Seat, and this is for Josh, because you famously have a bidet.
Yes.
So this is for you. Josh is doing all right. Sold out shows on Saturday nights, making extra cash. So he did something nice for his ass. Toilet seat, oh. He's got a bidet on his toilet seat. His new seat's sweet. It even measures your heartbeat. Josh sits broken hearted.
Sits.
I said
The SH of the.
Yeah, it sounded like you bleeped
The S
yourself.
lasted a little longer than it should have.
Just pick it up where you were.
Broken hearted. He came to, but he only farted. Yeah. Toilet seat, on the toilet a pizza Josh eats. Whoa. Toilet seat, yeah. Stool is red. I guess it's the beats. Toilet seat, yeah. I said S.
Thank you very much. See, we really set you up for that by playing Sniffing the Tears in advance of that, so you'd hear it. But that is a great song, though.
It is a cool one. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard that for a long time.
Have you ever had a piece of pizza while using the toilet?
I haven't. No.
Thank God.
No. That's boy.
And if you have, please don't ever admit to that. He'll never let you.
Oh, you know me. I would admit to it. I have not. I've never eaten while doing that.
Never spilled a bowl of cereal in the men's room where you work?
Tom has.
Right.
I just did 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
But you weren't.
I wasn't sitting.
Right.
I was just walking in. I was going.
See, I won't even bring food into a bag. I won't bring a bottle of water.
Yeah.
No.
My coffee.
No.
Yeah.
But you eat in the toilet.
No, I was getting at Tom's little
cereal incident.
But I think about even bringing my phone in. Tom, I actually think of you because I'm like, there's so much fecal matter probably floating in the air in here. I can't bring in anything.
I'm surprised you bring your phone to the bathroom.
Oh, I'd clean it immediately.
If I have to sit it on the shelf, I cover it like with toilet paper almost, just in case. And I sit it on toilet paper.
Okay, well, but people have touched that. Oh, never mind. Coming up, it's going to be a little bit of sexy time with Alli, Breen. Yeah. Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by our friends at Java House. It is the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show. Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. I say that because it's not just coffee. It's tea, green tea, white peach, and a host of others. We've got coffee, cold brew, Colombian, Sumatran, decaf. And, of course, we have lattes, energy drinks, and hydration drinks, all from Java House. I'm a huge fan of the Arctic Freeze hydration drink. And here's something kind of cool. You can sort of break with the brewer at your office with a special little project they've got going on at Java House, in which there's a little tab you can click on, and you might be eligible to get a demonstration of the Java House system, if you will, at the office. And when I say system, it's really pretty simple. You don't need any weird machinery. All you do is take one of these pods and you peel it, pour it, and add water. Or you pour it on ice cream. That's our little side hustle we've been getting into lately. You can get 25% off your order at Java House right now by going to javahouse.com and typing in the promo code Bob and Tom. One big long word, BOBANDTON, and give Java House a try. That's javahouse.com, the promo code Bob and Tom, one long word, and get 25% off your online order. Check out Java House. Thank you very much. Coming up, the lovely Alli, Breen, and Sexy Time. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Let me see this pair of panties with
It kind of looks like
the cushion.
Yeah, see, and it's
Is it a regular pair of panties?
God.
Oh, look at that.
Four of us could fit in these. Should I try these on?
Can we see your butt right now? I mean,
Sure, Bob.
well, I want to see the before and after.
Well,
I can't.
Well, she's in a skirt, though. You really can't.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Okay. Do you have them on?
Monitors?
No, I don't have them on.
Well, that's really rude.
Wow, that's your big ass?
Wow. Look at this. Nipper attack.
Like,
Kill it. Let him Get him,
do you have them on?
No, your ass looks very nice. You don't need to put them on.
That's not what you
That's not what you said.
No,
You
see,
implied
she had a big ass.
now.
All right, we need a before of Christy's butt. Take as long as you like, Dean. Come on, smile.
Now, do you just put them on? Are you going to put them on? Can you?
Oh, remember, Christy, the padding.
put 'em on right
the
now.
padding goes in the back.
Yeah,
now.
make
Remember
sure you
that.
do it right.
Just like pant. Oh, she's
She's slipping them right on. So, okay, wait a second. No, she's slipping them.
She has a
trick.
skirt on, so she can just put them right on.
I didn't know we were.
Okay.
Dean, get some of that while you're at. Come on, Dean.
You're not wearing.
Come on, Dean.
Are you wearing hose?
Come on, what are you, queer, Dean?
You're not wearing. You're not wearing hose, are you?
Women don't wear hose.
Now, are you wearing? But are you wearing traditional panties right now?
Yeah, boring.
It's Friday, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just boring, ugly.
No, I mean, but you do have panties on because those
Yes.
those haven't been laundered. You might get some.
So do you. Come on, Dean. Make love to the camera, Christy. Go for it.
Okay, now she's slipping.
you can't-
Let's allow a little bit of dignity. Christy Lee is now slipping on the booty pop
Okay, where's the cameras?
panty augmenter. What does it say on the?
Okay.
Okay, now she's let's.
Now, all of a sudden, you got those on, so
now she's got the
now,
padded.
I'm
hold
curious,
on.
if you sit down, do you feel the big cushion? Is it like being on a
No, that's me.
on lawn furniture? Oh, that. Well,
Oh yeah! Oh, baby's got back. Oh wow! Looks like you've
let's
got.
take a
some,
look at that. Huh?
Oh my God! Dude, looks like you got a huge ass tumor. You have shelf ass.
Nice. So step out from behind the monitors.
Okay.
Let's see what. Let's see what.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Look at that.
baby's got back now.
No, that really does pop them out
It
there.
really accentuates the backside of your backside.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Look at that,
Wouldn't you like to know what Chick McGee does while commercials are playing?
I sure
during the
would.
Bob and Tom show? Walk this way.
Okay. Here you go. You're going into the restroom.
Well, now this happens sometimes.
Sometimes you have to do quick decision making.
It's locked.
Right?
Normally, everyone who works here knows that they shouldn't be in the bathroom when we're in commercials.
Of course.
Because I might have to use the bathroom.
Number
and
one.
I can't use the bathroom any other time than when we're in commercials.
Number one or number two?
I'd rather not say.
Oh.
Well.
Hello.
Hang on. Your name, please?
Chris.
You're fired.
You taught him his lesson.
Oh, yeah! Woo! Ah, refreshing. Wait a minute. Did I fire him?
Yeah. Why aren't you gone?
Get your
Because he has no real power here.
I knew I had no power, but it still hurts when I hear it out loud.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee's there. Yep. Pat Godwin's over there. Hello. And my gosh, if it isn't Alsman right there.
Hey.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Yep.
Ace Cosby's looking handsome.
Howdy. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. I'm Josh Arnold, and there's Tom. And Tom...
No, not yet.
I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to Tom.
I'm over here. I'm fine. It's all good over here.
Can't see, so I was trying to help.
I was trying to help Josh visualize an acre.
Yeah, I wasn't totally sure.
When you think of an acre, essentially it's a football field without the end zones.
Okay.
That's the way to think of it.
That's kind of what I've been picturing my whole life.
So, God's little acre. We often
You need an acre of land? What are you doing? You
No, it's just when somebody says, hey, I own 12 acres, or we had a letter earlier, a gentleman invited me to his 35-acre pond. I just wanted to make sure that what I was picturing in my head actually is close to what it actually is.
And then when Pat says he has 2 acres, it means he hasn't really had any horizontal time in a while, and they get kind of blue and backed up. They're aching, you see. Okay. Do we have is Alli present and accounted for? Okay, we don't have her. Okay, so we'll have to move forward.
Completely unacceptable.
Without her. We have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Christy, what's happening?
It's known as the Van Gogh chair, or Van Huff, depending on how you talk. Named after, of course, Vincent van Gogh as a tribute to the Dutch artist's painting of a simple chair. This is in an Italian museum where they're urging visitors now to have more respect for artwork after a couple damaged the crystal-covered chair while posing with it. Surveillance video from Palazzo Maffi in Verona shows a man and woman posing near the artwork. As the man pretends to sit, he loses balance, falls, crushing the fragile crystal chair.
Yeah.
Museum officials say 2 legs in the seat were broken, but the piece is going to be restored. The chair, inspired by Vincent van Gogh's painting of a simple wooden seat, is adorned with hundreds of polished Swarovski crystals. Yeah.
What would that mean? Why would you let people get that close to it?
Did I say Swarovski?
Why is it a thing? I actually like the painting, but who made the chair when?
Some artist was doing it as a tribute, but
so it's kind of worthless.
I think
it's not like they ruined the painting.
Wait, so
No,
Van Gogh didn't make the chair?
No.
No, it's like a tribute.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of it's sort
tribute.
of.
Well, who cares?
I think I would have broke it out of spite.
Yeah. Pick it up, smash it into a Van Gogh. Yeah.
It'd be like if you dressed like the Mona Lisa and sat in the Louvre.
Yeah.
Who the hell gives a?
That'd be if you did that. if Oskar were dressed as Mona Lisa, sitting, that thousands of people would come by and see it.
Do they have
I
people
don't need some
outside?
climate protester to throw tomato soup.
No, but that's a good point. Do they actually have people outside the Louvre that dress up like you know, they do the Spider-Man and stuff in New York?
It's not like Star Wars.
Yeah,
it's not like a Star Wars convention.
Man's Chinese theater.
Yeah.
Boy, that would really piss the Parisians off.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if they do that or not.
I've never seen that.
But I mean, one would assume that they were probably doing this for Instagram, posing with the chair. And
No, actually, if you watch the video, the couple is like in their 60s. Like they're old enough
they're
to
doing it for
know
Facebook.
better.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I did not get the laugh it deserved.
We didn't hear it. What'd you say?
I said also they're doing it for Facebook.
Oh.
I love the beginning of this thing. They're asking people to respect the artwork. This is from this is what's the word I'm looking for? An art forum that staples a banana to the wall.
Yes, please be respectful.
And gets very serious about it.
But you've been to museums, especially like the Met in New York. You can get right up to a Picasso. Like, you could touch it, which I find amazing that they let people get that close.
I have been thrown out of 3 art museums.
What?
Because my spouse at the time likes to touch art.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
Well, here's the thing. I've had I had 2 art professors tell me that art is kind of meant to be felt as well.
Right.
But they obviously said
you defend yourself. Most of the art in your home growing up was felt. The velvet Jesus.
Boy, we didn't even have that. Don't. Right. Obviously, the oil's on your fingers.
Yeah, you don't go to the art museum cafeteria, eat the greasy French fries,
right.
and then go, "Where's Guernica? I'd like to." Okay.
But they were like, no, the brush strokes are meaningful, and you actually do want to feel. But
and I think that's why they allow you to get so close so you can see that detail.
Yeah.
But it was.
And then it
is crazy.
They maybe need to screen people when they let them into the art museum.
Oh no, Tom.
much like almost everything else in life.
Wasn't the one guy selling air? That piece of art. Remember that?
Yeah, it was just nothing. Yeah,
not even a chair.
Not even a chair. Didn't sit on that.
What was that?
It was the I Am They Bought thing.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the Neil Diamond song.
Yeah.
Right.
Song?
I could if we.
We
I don't
got
know.
time.
Do we have time?
Yeah, we have no Alli. So.
We have interest, though.
There we go.
I'm interested.
Now, we need to set this one up. What was you don't think so?
Yeah, a guy, they were selling literally nothing, and somebody bought it. An artist said, hey, here, and it's called what?
I Am I Air.
Yeah,
I Am I Air.
The owls find most of the times between the lines. And the feeling is pretentious. Banana on the wall sure takes balls, but selling nothing for 18K is senseless. I'm a Picasso fan, love Monet, but nowadays the money makes me sore. 18,000 is just air. Pay the price, and you just think you score. I am, it's called. Oh, nothing's there. And I am sure you've just been robbed and don't even care. Oh, I bought it too. Oh, what the heck? I paid for it with an invisible check. That'll probably bounce too.
Oh, thank you very much.
I don't think we give you enough credit for really sounding like Neil Diamond.
Yeah, you do.
Little tribute to Neil Diamond, ladies and gentlemen.
Why didn't that artist who sold I Am, the Air,
right,
after it sold to the one guy, look at everybody else and go, Anybody else want one?
I got plenty of
Infinite number. Infinite number.
Right.
Because it's one of a kind.
Yes.
There is only the one.
It's really something.
Yes.
It makes great art a joke. Well, guilty by association in a way.
Yes, it's brilliant. Where is the banana? The man is a genius.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's like,
I know.
yeah.
The man who stapled the banana to the wall. I put him up there with Jonas Salk. The man is a genius. I'm sorry. Christy Lee is still at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Welcome back. If you're joining us on the show, thank you very much. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. I got an idea, Christy.
What's that, Tom?
We did not do Today in History yesterday.
Oh, well, okay.
So you under that new feature, Yesterday in History? Sure you do.
Time now for Yesterday in History.
Oh, this is
yesterday's Josh.
So weird.
Hey, how was yesterday, Josh? It's going fine.
Same as today, Josh.
Okay, I've never heard of this. See if anybody else gets this one. In 1374, the famous St. John's dance breaks out.
Oh, is this where everybody kind of went crazy? It was like a madness?
Yeah, the story is hundreds of people began dancing uncontrollably in the streets of Germany.
This was so weird.
It's considered to be mass hysteria.
Yes.
Some died from exhaustion.
These people, it was like it's a documented case of mass hysteria where somebody was doing this. They just started dancing in the streets and everybody inexplicably joined in. Like so many people joined in.
Because it looked like fun, or because I
They
should do
just
this too,
did
and
it.
just move and
It's fascinating.
It happened to me when Granny put Everclear in the stew. everybody danced. Yeah, and then they made me put my pants on. I don't know why. I ain't no queer.
I love that story. It's so crazy.
That is
I've never
weird.
heard of it.
Let's see. 1509, Henry VIII crowned King of England.
Boo.
Not your king.
Yeah. Not my king.
Yeah. Let's see. John. Oh, here we go. 1497. John Cabot claimed Eastern Canada for England. At the time, he thought he was in Asia. Well, if he were to go to Western Canada now, he would.
Okay.
What?
Some X-Pans there?
Never mind. How about this one? This goes right along with our discussion of high art. 19-year-old Pablo Picasso had his first exhibition in Paris in 1901.
Whoa.
There's a famous photograph of him there. It's really cool because his zits go sideways.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, it's just kind of a, wow. Let's see. This is interesting. On this date, in what year? Let's see. I'll give this one to Mr. Oskey. In what year did the FTC begin requiring the health sticker warnings on cigarette packs?
1985.
Oh, way off.
Oh.
1963.
That's very close. 1964 was the first time they put those warnings on cigarette packs.
Surgeon General.
Yeah.
What did the FTC
Neither
have to
did
do
my
with it?
parents.
I just remember the very first one. It said smoking these may cause irreversible coolness.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And there was a picture of James Dean and then one of Paul Newman.
Coolness was running rampant.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
This is for you, Josh. In 1947, a guy named Kenneth Arnold reported what?
A UFO sighting.
It's
the crash, the Roswell
It's
crash.
considered the first flying saucer.
Oh, was it the Roswell crash?
Yeah.
And the birth of modern UFO culture. Now, did we do the story, or did I allude to it about now they're admitting that the government deliberately released information suggesting there might have been an alien thing?
You sent that article to me.
Yeah, to distract from the actual atomic testing they were doing at Roswell.
And they said they put out misinformation.
On purpose.
Yes. And I said, this article could be the misinformation.
Aha.
Wow.
Remember I replied?
That's right. And then you put the joint down and
No. I don't need drugs to be this crazy.
In 1997, on this date, we're back in Roswell. The U.S. Air Force closed the case blaming a weather balloon. Yeah.
They always blame a weather balloon.
If you buy that, I got
What are weather balloons?
oceanfront property in Arizona for it.
I don't think
I've
they're
never
real.
seen a weather balloon. Have
It's
you?
because they aren't real.
Yeah.
I've never seen one.
Yeah, sure. They send them up to get all kinds of data.
When's the last time you were outside and saw a weather balloon?
Yeah, right.
Oh, it was one that had a thing that said greetings from China. It was flying overhead.
That was over New Jersey, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
you're getting your weather and your spy balloons.
Okay. Let's see now. Birthdays. This is our new feature, Yesterday in History. The birthday of the late, great Jeff Beck, guitarist. And we were talking about another great guitarist who died just a few days ago, Mick Ralphs. And if you're familiar with the great band Bad Company, he co-wrote a bunch of those great songs. So sad, very sad news. 1947, Mick Fleetwood, of course, the drummer, founder of Fleetwood Mac. He's about 6'6" plus.
78.
Oh, no kidding! I didn't realize he was that tall.
Oh, yeah, he's real tall.
He went on tour with Richard Cheese. Did you know? Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know.
The Mac and Cheese tour?
Mac and Cheese.
It was very good.
It wasn't the Fleetwood and cheese? I mean, you could have gone Mick and cheese.
That is so silly.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get
Mac and Cheese.
Happy birthday, John Ilsley.
Who's that?
Is he one of the Isley brothers?
No. He's the bass player, was, for the great band Dire Straits.
Oh.
Okay. Terrific band.
That's my first tape ever.
Really?
Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms.
Yeah.
Got it for Christmas. Had never heard of them, but that was my dad's favorite group, so that's the tape I got.
I mean,
Well, that's not bad.
It was amazing.
That's not bad. My first cassette was for my mom's favorite, Jack Jones. So see you.
Who's that?
Yeah, thank you.
No, like, what's his hit?
I don't think he had a hit.
Oh, yeah.
The Love Boat.
Wives must always be lovers, too.
Oh, yeah.
My
He
first
like
cassette
a
was my
crooner.
grandmother's favorite, Ice-T's Cop Killer.
Your grandma, she was a
she was
a swinging lady.
It was hard.
Let's see now. Happy birthday. Okay, this is an easy one, Halsey. You should know this because you were a college athlete of some distinction.
Yeah.
1901. He is God. How do I
We're
describe?
keeping Ace awake.
He was. I know. Here's your hint. He was easy to talk to, easy to converse with,
1901, that's it? A guy that was easy to talk to?
easy to converse with.
Are you going to
Is
say
he
what
a
sport?
Was it an Olympic
gonna
guy?
guess
What-
Basketball.
Oh.
Okay.
What?
No.
People are screaming, driving their car. Chuck Taylor, the Converse All-Stars. He was easy to converse with.
Oh.
He thinks people were screaming at their cars, the answer. They were screaming in their cars.
Yeah, because you're nuts.
Okay, I don't know who this is. 1980, happy birthday, Minka Kelly. Anyone?
I don't know who Minka Kelly is?
I don't know who Minka Kelly is.
All right.
I know what a minky is from the great Pink Panther movies. Is that your minky? Let's see. I know this guy. 1987, Lionel Messi, of course, invented the electric train.
Oh, boy.
How about deaths in the news?
Yeah, let's do some.
1915. Oh, this is sad. The great bassist for Yes. Anyone?
He died in 1915?
Yeah. Then he teleported himself. 2015. 2015. I'm skipping around.
Did anybody see Yes Live?
Chris Squire. I did.
Yeah. Was it pretty cool?
They were
I
great.
saw Yes Live with Peter Frampton on that 76 tour. So,
Wow.
yeah.
They were great.
Holy cow.
Yes.
Wow.
You know what Yes song I don't feel like gets enough love is Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Oh, that's not a good.
Now look, I get it that it's not, roundabout and all that, and I've seen All Good People, but
that was the second phase of
it's
Yes.
still a good song.
Yeah. And
isn't it?
We had to go out there and do stage announcements on that tour.
Yeah.
And I walked out there and there was, I don't know if you remember this, Ace, there was almost nothing on the stage. They didn't have the usual set of stuff.
Slanted.
And it was sort of like you were on the deck of a battleship. I did not want to have to go out there. And they had the guy goes, okay, you go to this microphone and don't touch anything. So I walk out there, and I stepped on a floor pedal that was sort of big, and all of a sudden I heard that's the want to die mode. I'm just here to go jump off the back of the building. And then, of course, who can forget in 1908, Grover Cleveland passed.
Yeah, who could
the other president to do what? Anybody know this one? It's a good trivia question.
I'm done.
Grover Cleveland.
The other president to do marry Todd Lincoln.
Was he the president twice?
He was president twice, but non-consecutive terms. Very good. You've redeemed yourself. Now leave.
Who's the other president that did that?
Wow.
Well, let's see now. Oh, he's the one who used the F word yesterday, and something I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
By the way, I thought that was really good.
I don't mind my politicians cussing.
Yeah, especially under the
no matter what your politics are, cuss.
Under the circumstances when you get the guys, okay, we're doing this, okay, right, then you hang up the phone and they do the other. You can say the F word.
I'm surprised there's not more cussing, quite honestly.
Yeah, but and of course when you hear the behind the scenes stuff, I mean Nixon, he could really lay it out there. I wonder who the best cusser as a president.
Apparently Nancy Reagan was foul.
Lyndon Johnson, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Lyndon Johnson. Dean would know the answer. I'll have to find out. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. Right now, I want to say a special hello to my friends at Raycon. They're of course, the people who bring us those Raycon earbuds, the perfect summer accessory. And the Raycon earbuds will not fall out of your ear because they have, when you buy them, there's like a series of these gel tips. You put the right one in and they pop in your ear, not like those white ones that are so expensive that fall out. Great sound from the Raycon earbuds, 32-hour battery life. You could fly to Australia and not even have to recharge them. How about that? Raycon's quick charge function, in just 10 minutes, you can charge them for a quick 90 minutes. How about that? Active noise cancellation, lots of different colors, and, of course, the Raycon 30-day happiness guarantee. If you don't like them, send them back. You get all the information at buyraycon.com/Tom. That'll also get you 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds right now. Raycon offering that 15% off their everyday earbuds. Lots of great bargains as well, including those great over-the-ear headphones. They're terrific. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. They make the perfect gift as well. And the beauty of those is there's not a lot of wrapping paper required. So that's often very important to apparently no one. I think, yes, it's a very small little package. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for paying attention.
I turned my headphones.
Okay, now speaking of small packages, Josh, what's coming up? That'll teach you. I'll pay attention. I'll pay attention next time, Tom. I'm hung like a donkey. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More increase his salary if we're going to get him to do it right.
You're right.
Art, I know one of your favorite words is yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. You've heard and seen the Say Yes to Michigan commercials, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, there's a billboard in Indiana. In fact, there are a lot lot of them. An Indiana billboard company has launched a war between the states by erecting a billboard that says, "Shut up, Art."
Yes. Oh.
No, it says, "Say no to Michigan."
I see.
It says, "Say no to Michigan. Wander Indiana first." Michigan tourism officials are taking the slogan war in stride, but some Michigan residents are not amused. They've even complained to the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. Travel officials in Indiana say they have nothing to do with the billboard. On the other hand, they're not terribly upset about it either. Josephine Hickman, president of the Hoosier Outdoor Advertising Company, admits her billboard design pokes fun at Michigan, but she says there are Say Yes to Michigan signs posted all over northern Indiana, and Hoosiers' feelings are hurt.
Hey, we're a fun place. What can we say?
Elsewhere in the news, Governor Milliken has signed a major supplemental spending bill containing more than $260 million.
For JML News, I'm Art Bishort. No, you're Tom Gerswold.
Thank you.
I'm glad I'm not. Smarties News is brought to you by Auto Glass Specialist in Gaylord, Cadillac, and Iron Mountain. For fast, professional Batoski, it's partly sunny, and 64 JML News time is 7:57.
Good Tuesday
morning, everybody.
Well, Tom, one thing I want to say is, first of all, your dick is bigger than this microphone.
Well, is it my turn to talk? Because yours is smaller than this cigarette. So we'll just go from there.
Thank you.
Got to get some news, Art, so I have to cut short. I got to go in the air in 5 minutes here. Oh, Jackie O. Miss Universe swimsuit competition. Oh, I love her.
Swimsuit?
Close. Suit.
Right. Okay. We had fun on the air here today. Tom is from beautiful Cleveburg.
No, Shaker Heights, Ohio. Tom Griswold recently worked in Florida radio, also worked in Petoskey radio right across the way at McDonald Broadcasting. Had a great time and really learned my stuff there.
Thanks for the staff, Trish, by the way.
Hi to the folks in Daytona Beach. Get a sunburn from.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
She's a mystery girl.
Yeah.
Thank you. No one knows what she's all about. She's a mystery girl. No one knows what she does. She says she doesn't have a job, but she drives a Ferrari and she lives in the nicest part of town. She's a mystery girl. No one knows what she does. She's always getting text messages right in the middle of our dates. She has to go somewhere right away. She's a mystery girl. And then she pays her bill all in singles. She comes home really late in the evening, says she's not in the mood for love, and she got rug burns on her knees. She's a mystery girl. No one knows where she's been. Once I found these weird fuzzy handcuffs in the top drawer of her dresser. She got a tattoo that says something that you can't say on the radio, but she's a mystery girl. All right, here's the bridge. She told me she was a virgin, but somehow mysteriously she gave me every kind of VD you can name. Oh, the pain of the mystery girl. She's a mystery girl. And every time I call her up, her voicemail says Felicia can't come to the phone. But she told me her name was Lisa. She's a mystery girl.
Was that
Henry
Malaysia?
Phillips.
Scientists have resurrected the extinct dire wolf, sort of. According to the New York Times, in 2021, a team of scientists retrieved DNA from the fossils of dire wolves, which were extinct about 13,000 years ago.
You like bigger wolves?
I like the biggest wolves. They're going to have some of the most giant wolves, and they're going to be probably the best wolves. And people are talking about, a lot of people saying, don't make the big wolves. We're going to make them bigger and stronger and better, and they're going to be the best. And people. The purple people, do you remember that guy?
I remember that guy. I do remember that guy.
Right in the middle of your frame of reference, Tom. And they look good to me, but the giant dire wolves, they're very big. And
they're too big, though, Mr. President.
They can't get too big. If they get too big, if they get so big, you start to think, how big are they? Are they big enough to be? If they're too big for the planet, then the planet is inside.
But sir, this is where you ask me who I'm with.
Who are you with? Wait a second. Who are you with?
I'm with the Bob and Tom Show.
Next question.
This
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Pat Godwin. Hey, Josh. Jessica Alsman's here.
Hey, Josh.
Anticipating Happy Gilmore 2, which comes out next week.
Next month.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You in it?
Next month is next week.
Oh, well, July 25th.
Oh, it's the 25th?
Yeah.
I thought it was like the 2nd.
No.
Oh, I have to wait even longer.
2/5.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Yeah, I think Ozzy's in that. Could be.
You might be able to see me.
Yeah.
I
All
will
right.
pee my pants if you can. I can't.
Ace
I can't
Cosby's there. I'm Josh Arnold. There's Tom.
And the story in this is you're a huge fan of Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Who's great, and I'm a huge fan as well. You went to be an extra in the movie twice. You had to go back, right?
Yeah. Went all the way to New Jersey. It was fantastic. Great people, and everyone was so nice. All these PAs. Like, I've never worked on a big film before, so it was exciting.
Yeah. Who else is in it? Is it the same group?
I think the trailer showed a bunch of people.
Yeah, Julie Bowen is back. And
Christopher McDonald.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Shooter, yes.
Okay, well,
A lot of great people. A lot of friends of the show, too. I think they showed Lavelle Crawford in the trailer as well.
Yeah? How's he doing? Lavelle's a wonderful guy.
He's looking slimmer.
I was going to say, last time he was here, I thought he was going to explode.
Yeah, he is looking slimmer.
Oh, good, because, he was unhealthily huge. But very, very funny.
So funny.
Now, we have Christy Lee right over there. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Fear Factor is being rebooted because, boy, didn't you miss that? This time, Johnny Knoxville will be your show host.
See, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's a good combo.
He would have been perfect. He's great. That's a great show. I love that show.
You loved Fear Factor?
Because everything they did
so
was
ridiculous.
No, it was terrifying.
Right. Everything you hate.
I know. That's why I like watching, because other people are doing this, not me.
Snake pits and bugs.
Fox's
eating
Promise.
eyeballs.
Yeah, it was horrible. I would never watch it.
Dangling over, doing tightrope stuff, and it's
Fox
crazy.
is promising to gather a group of strangers to an unforgiving remote location where they will endure mind-blowing stunts.
All right, you're going to have to be without TikTok for 3 hours.
Challenges. Of course, Johnny Knoxville of Jackass fame is going to host the series, and casting is now open. If you're over 18 and you're from the U.S. or Canada, I guess you could check out whether you want to be on Fear Factor or not.
He's actually a pretty good actor.
He is a pretty good actor.
Johnny Knoxville. I wonder if he'll do any of the stunts himself.
Yeah, you wonder if he'll go, hey, today we're going to eat cow testicles, and then he'll pop one in his mouth.
Or I wonder if he'll bring in some of his buddies from back in the day.
Yeah, maybe.
Are those guys getting along now, or did they?
Most, yeah.
some of 'em.
Yeah. They're all hoping the best for Bam.
Or do you think they'll do like?
Is Bam sober these days?
I don't. I think he's
Currently,
in and out.
he is.
Okay,
I
yeah,
believe.
yeah. So hopefully,
Yeah,
Will
I
they
mean,
do
he's
like some Jackass style stunt, like?
I don't know if
have
they will or
them
not.
Staple their sack to their leg.
Yeah, I doubt that they'll do that.
You would
kind of
do
thing.
Fear Factor, Jeff.
Yeah, man. Like all you gotta do is eat disgusting stuff for $50,000. I'll do
No,
that
this
all day
is
long.
stunts and harrowing challenges.
all that, yeah.
I'm harrowing. Yeah, I'll do it.
Each
Whatever.
episode has like you get into a glass coffin with scorpions, and then you eat some camel semen,
and then the offshoot they're doing Queer Factor. I think is just in poor taste.
I'm really surprised they're doing it.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges?
Oh, you have to do it.
I'm really surprised.
You have to do a newscast on CNN.
Boy, is that where you went?
I don't even.
It's kind of a timely joke if you're following the news these days. Something may have been said by the president. I'm sorry. Forgive me for referencing something that obscure. Headline news yesterday.
The largest digital camera ever built has released its first shots of the universe.
It's not a selfie of.
No, the Vera C. Rubin Observatory.
The what?
Vera C. Rubin Observatory.
I can barely see a pepperoni, let alone Reuben.
Your arm must be tired.
Late in the day, a little bit of a stretch. I'm sorry, what's this person's name?
Vera.
Right.
Middle initial C. Last name Rubin, Rubin.
Did she invent this thing?
I don't know, just the name of the observatory. It's located on a mountaintop in Chile and was built to take a deeper look at the night sky and aims to image 20 billion galaxies over the next 10 years.
Whoa.
The observatory's first look features the vibrant Trifid and Lagoon nebulas located thousands of light years from Earth.
Did you see the first picture?
No.
It's really cool. It's a Polaroid, and it comes out, and they got this big squeegee to get all the goop on it.
It takes 12 men.
To hold it up. A collection of galaxies known as the Virgo cluster were also captured. It's really
They say
cool.
that it almost has as many megapixels as the next iPhone 17.
Wow.
That's how good of a camera this thing is. You know, the crappy thing about it, you can't make a phone call with it or even text.
Oh, man.
What a piece of junk, huh? Oh, sure, it was millions of dollars, but if I can't text in this thing, how can I send a selfie of my balls?
You know, you make an excellent point.
You know, there's some astronomer climbing up there. I'll just send this one home to my wife, and then he falls off and dies. Okay, sorry. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.